Good morning, everybody. Welcome to J Trades TV. If you're new to my channel, here we discuss all stock-related contents and much more. How's everybody doing? Let me go ahead and give a shout out to everybody in the building. Scrooge, I see you. AR Trades, Nuno, Thunder, I see you in the building. Marty, my right-hand man, as always. Gert, I also see you two in the building. Coldplay, I see you coming through, baby. Let's do what we do. You already know how we hold things down on a Friday. AK-47 will be on live later on. He's flying to NYC, so he will be getting himself set up. So he will be on live later on. So right now, let me go ahead and give my little shout outs real quick before we jump into these charts real fast. Let me go ahead. Who I got in the buildings? Who gave me some good shout outs? Shout out to Gert for the follows. Shout out to Tyson Robo 4. Also, shout out to Engineer for the donation as well. Hoops, I see you in the building. Soccer King, I see you coming through. So thank y'all, everybody, for your support and for the donations, and we'll keep rocking and rolling. So let's go ahead, without further ado, let's go ahead and head into the charts, team. Let's go. All right. We here. I see your trade life. Let me say. I keep forgetting to set my thing on. I got it right here, boss. I got you. Boom. I got you. I ain't forget about you. Chart Queen, I see you. Good morning, Queen. Right now, hey, I told y'all that trend line was gonna work. I told you. Look at this. Didn't I tell y'all that downtrend? Everybody was talking about my lines, but you see them lines be playing really well on these charts though. Look at this. Boom. What did we fall? Let me get back. What did we fall to? Was that 5 underneath 518.50? What mark you see? 518.50, don't you? Didn't I call that out yesterday? Boom. 518.50. Boom. 518.50. Boom. Right now we're rotating right back on down into the lower channels of 514.50 to 512.50. Up, Bell is wrong. But let me try to get everything situated real quick, team. So if you notice, we rotated from the top channel back down to the bottom channel. So definitely keep your eyes peeled, because if we get back above 514.50, do expect the rotation back on up. I do have my area set around 518.50. So I do expect the rotation back on up to back up towards those channels. Where'd I go? Where's my crap? Where we at? There we go. Boom. There it is. Apologize about that. My apologies. So yeah, right now we rotated back down into the bottom channels of that 514.50 down to that 512.50. We're rotating from that channel, so I do expect a nice little move back on up if we get back above 514 for the rotation back on up towards the upside. So because we did catch a nice little pullback in doing pre-market, which is why I say I hate pre-market when you got options, because that's when your best opportunities happen. Because had this would have happened during intraday, I would have definitely caught this back on down. But it happened during pre-market, and I hate it.
Correctly joined the channel.
I hate when that happened, man. Like, all the best moves always happen in pre-market. It never fails, I swear. So right now, I'm anticipating for the rotation back on up towards the upside from this 514.50 to see if we get back on top of that, to see if these buys can move in, turn this back into a demand zone, where they can turn this into support for the rotation back on up towards the 516s, 518s. So I am definitely keeping my eyes peeled on this for the possible rotation back on up. But we did get rejected off that 1850, and we starting to come right back on down. So I'm anticipating for a move back on up, for the rotation back on up. Right now, we are breaking past that 514.50 mark. Let's see if these buys can turn this back into a support and start to move ourselves back on up towards the upside. So definitely keep this on watch right now, team. Let me start looking at my contracts real quick. Make sure I got some good contracts, because I might do a call back on up first as we rotate back on up, and then catch the move back on down. So let me see if this is going to work. Let me see if everything's going to work out as far in my favor. Let me keep this on watch. Let me see if I can get some good contracts real quick. Let me see. So 250 right now. So I do see 250 on my contract. Let's see. So I'm definitely watching this 514.50 mark to see if we get a failure pullback, because we did come all the way down towards this what is this, almost 1350-ish mark, back on up towards 514.50. So I want to see if these buys are going to hold this key level 514.50 for the possible push right back on up towards that 516 to 518 mark. So I'm definitely keeping my eyes peeled, and we are pushing now, as you can see. We are definitely pushing back on up. We're trying to rotate ourselves back up towards the 516 and 518 modes. So we are getting this little pull back down. I'm definitely keeping my eyes peeled on this. We are about to pull back towards that 514-ish mark. Let's see if we get that pull back. I want to see if we can hold this key level. Those buys are going to hold this 514 for the possible support and a run back on up. So I'm definitely keeping my eyes peeled right now, team. Any trades for you guys? Any trades? Trade Life, Jordan Queen, Marty, Gert, Hoops, Soccer, AR Trades, Coldplay. Any trades for y'all guys? Are y'all still sitting on your hands and waiting? We do have the consumer sentiments coming out at 10. So we do have some economic data coming out at 10 o'clock. So don't forget about that. Economic data are coming out up almost. Queen, had I would have caught that, had I would have caught my swing trade at my trend line. My contract, I checked my contract out earlier. Had I would have did, I should have did a swing too, Scrooge. I know I should have did it. Because I checked my contracts. Had I would have done my swing, it was, the lowest my contracts went to was $5. After this drop, it went up to 30. I'd have been up $6,000 already. Oh man, I'm so pissed. I should have caught this. I should have got on a swing trade too. But if you notice right here, these lower shadows, you can see right here where that support is around that 514, 514.50. To see if we get a little bounce back on up. So I'm gonna keep that on watch. Oh man, I should have swung. And I should have did it too. Queen, I should have swung. I would have been up $6,000 just off of 2 contracts. $6,000. Went from $5 on my contract up to 30. $30. Man, I was sick to my stomach when I seen that. I was like, man, I knew it. And I'll show y'all the proof. That ain't lying. Had I would have got it, watch, I'm gonna show you right here. Had I would have got it on my swing last night, or at my trend line that I called out, had I would have done my swing trade at 2 shares, just 2 shares alone, look at this. Look at this. $5, $5.70. If I would have got in on my swing trade last night, and look what I would have woke up around almost $30, up to $30, where it opened up at 25, underneath 25, but I still would have been up in good profit from 5 to 25. Oh man, I should have took that swing. I should have took that swing trade. I should have did it. I should have swung. I know. Y'all don't have to hit me over the head. Y'all don't have to hit me over the head. I know I should have took a swing trade. I know. It sucks, but it is what it is, man. I mean, I should have took my swing trade. I should have did it. So now I'm anticipating for a bounce back on up towards those tops. We're gonna see if we get it. I'm gonna just keep I'm gonna keep it on watch. So let's see if we get a move back up to the upside, or will we come back underneath that 514.50 mark. So I definitely want to see if these buys are gonna try to hold up this 514.50 for the possible move back on up towards the upside. So I'm keeping my eyes peeled. Everything is looking weak at this time. Everything is definitely looking weak. Do I see an H pattern setting up anywhere? H pattern already happened, so it looked like the second H pattern is about to form. Look like we're trying to push back on up towards that 516 level. So it looked like the second H pattern is trying to set up, possibly, because we have came back on almost like a cup and handle pattern, an inverse cup and handle. So it does look like the cup, the bottom portion of the cup, like we want to come up towards that 516 and reverse back on down. So it does look like that. I'm gonna definitely keep that on watch to see if we get like somewhat of a reverse cup and handle pattern. So I do see that. I do see this arc set up for. Let me draw it out for you, team. So it does look like it does look like an inverse cup and handle. Let me go to my windows here. Boom, boom, boom. It almost looked like, I'm trying to see where I can start this cup at. Maybe right in this area of 514.50 for that bounce back on up. And for that move back on down, it looks like an inverse cup and handle. I'm gonna keep that on watch. What you think, Queen? What y'all think? What you think, team? What you Scrooge and everybody else who's in the chat? I mean, do you think this look like an inverse cup and handle pattern? Look like we can go upside down, boom, make it handle, and then pull back on down. I mean, it looks like an inverse cup and handle pattern to me. It does, and we are still getting rejected underneath that trend line that I called out. So that does look like that, and it does look like an inverse cup and handle pattern. Yeah, because it just looks like the inverse cup and handle, because you already got the bottom of the cup here under this arc, and it looks like we're going to try to make the handle around this 516.50-ish mark. I mean, we may go up a little higher, but I do see a reversal back on down. Yeah, waiting for the setups. Yes, Queen. So it does look like an inverse cup and handle, and it does look like we're making a second H. So we made our first H here during pre-market, and it does look like we're trying to make another H in intraday around that 516-ish mark. So we did lose 518, and the next area will be 516 if we are going back down. So I'm definitely keeping my eyes peeled to see, because I know those buyers are going to try to hold up that 514.50 mark for sure. They're going to try to hold this area. So I'm definitely keeping this on watch to see if buyers going to hold, and then for the possible push back on up. So I'm definitely keeping my eyes peeled, because I think we can go up a little bit higher before a reversal later on. Because do remember, the market just opened. So, I mean, we still have a possibility of a rotation. So we already rotated from that channel, and we rotated back down to this channel. So I'm definitely keeping my eyes peeled on this rotation to see if we're going to rotate back up, basically go from channel to channel. So we already rotated from this channel to this channel. Now we're rotating back down from this channel down to this channel. So all I want to do is see if we're going to rotate once more back on up for the rotation back on down. So I'm definitely keeping this on watch. Like I said, I am anticipating this 514 a hold. I'm gonna keep this on watch to see if these buyers are gonna try to hold this key level for the possible move back on up. So I'm just keeping my eyes peeled on this. So I'm gonna see where we go, because we are trying to come back on down. We are already at around 514.90-ish. So we haven't came down all the way to this 514.50 level yet. We did pop above it. So I'm just trying to watch this setup real quick. So you got in on calls, Nuno. Yeah, I'm watching this 514.50 level. To see that we're gonna get that push back on up towards those 516s. Cause I want to see if we're gonna try to rotate ourselves back up towards this 518 level, because we already rotated from after hours in pre-market on from the 518 down to the 514s. So I want to see if we're gonna get another rotation now back on up towards the upside. So I'm definitely keeping this on watch, team. So we do have some good support around this level. You can see here 514.50, 514.50, which we are bouncing at this moment, trying to bounce off of that. So the next level, because we already got rejected off of 518.50, so now we have to go a little bit lower underneath, right? We have to follow right where that trend line is at. So that looks like 518. So I'm definitely keeping my eyes peeled to see where we go from here, to see how we're gonna react as we try to run ourselves back up towards this towards that downtrend setup. So I'm definitely keeping my eyes peeled. What you got, Scrooge? Let me see, boss. Yeah, I see the bounce too. See right here? After we bounced right here off of that 1350, we recovered that 514.50. So I'm definitely trying to see if those buyers are gonna hold this key area. Because you can see right here, we bounced, then we fell underneath 514.50. Now we rebroke 514.50. Now we're trying to turn that back into support. So I definitely want to keep my eyes peeled to see if we're going to try to rotate ourselves back on up towards the upside, which it looked like it wants to. So I'm keeping my eyes peeled on that for sure. So right now we are back at 515 level. So definitely keep my eyes peeled. So I definitely want to see a rotation back on up from the 514.50 levels back on up towards the 516s, even up towards these highs. Because I want to see a retest towards this 518 level and run into that downtrend line, that resistance. So I definitely want to see a rotation back on up to see if we get it. Because again, we do have some economic data coming out at 10 o'clock. We should have the consumer sentiments coming out. Let me go to it real quick, team. That should be let's go here. So we should be having consumer sentiments coming out at 10 o'clock. We're just gonna have speakers really afterwards. Yeah, just speakers. But the main thing we're gonna have is that consumer sentiments at 10 o'clock. So definitely keep your eyes peeled on that in about 20 minutes. Good morning, Marty. I see you, boss. So definitely keep your eyes peeled on that. In about 20 minutes, we should have some more news coming out, team. Man, I know I should have went for that dang swing. God, I should have went for that swing. Yeah, I see the bull flag. I see the bull flag too, boss. I definitely see it. So 514.50 is definitely holding. I definitely can see a rotation back on up towards the upside, towards these tops. So I'm anticipating that. But I do see the bull flag set up too. I definitely see it. Man, I should have did it. I should have went for a swing trade, man. I knew I should have did it. I'd have been up almost 20. No, let me see. Let's do the calculations real quick. How much I would have been up had I would have done my swing, right? Because the bottoms, let's look at it real quick. How much I would have been up in profit off of just 200 shares alone. So let's do the math. How high did we let me see. Is this the right one? No, this ain't the right one. Wait, is this the right? No, puts, not calls. There we go, puts. So how much I would have been up this morning had I would have did my swing trade? If I record these bottoms, so let's just say around 6. We're gonna round it off. $6, and we open up around 25. So let's do the math on that real quick. So how much I would have been up in profit? So let's see, ran up to 25 minus 6. All right, $19. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this off 200 shares times $19. Let's just say that I'd have been up 3,800 in profit. Off of 2 shares, 2 contracts. God, I mean not 2 shares, 200 shares, but 2 contracts. I'd have been up 3,800, almost $4,000 this morning. I should have swung it. Hey, not Marty, I called it. You remember I talking about, as we was going on that rip, I said, look, we're hitting that downtrend. We're hitting up my downtrend line. I should have got in. I should have got in with 2 contracts, took the risk just to see what's gonna happen. And look, boom, it would have worked in my favor. God. I should have did it. I should have did it. Boy, like Active said, woulda, coulda, shoulda, man. It had already happened. It's too late. And, let it go. Let it go. Here we go on this little bull flag setup. Nuno, how you looking, boss? How you looking? How you looking? So now we're going from a reversal from red to green. So now you're seeing green, 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 green. Now you're seeing more buyers stepping in right now as we are at these low levels right now. So you can see we had red, 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 where your sellers were in control. Now we're slowly reversing towards the bullish side when you're going from red to green. So right now, everything is looking good as far as the bullish side. We are slowly rotating back up, trying to go right back up towards this channel. So we did rotate from this channel here last night, and after I was in pre-market, on down towards this channel of 514.50, which does look like it's trying to rotate again once back up towards this channel. So I do see a rotation back on up. Do remember we have consumer sentiments news coming out at 10 o'clock. So we do have some economic data coming out. So I definitely want to see if this level is still going to hold as we continuously try to push up, because it does look like somewhat of an uptrend at this moment. So I do see somewhat of an uptrend going this way here. See if this uptrend is going to hold. Let's see if we're going to get it. So they're starting a small uptrend pattern. So I do expect us to pull back down towards this 514.50, but we haven't gotten it yet. But we are crossing back on top of the VWAP, of course. We may not get it. It may still just keep pushing. Man, yep, this looks like it's going to continue to push. I don't think we're going to get that pullback. I was anticipating the pullback. I was going to try to get in for a quick little dip buy for the run back on up, but we ain't go back down to 514.50. Just steady running. Man, that sucked. AMD, I was on put with 10 contracts sold before the closing bell yesterday. AMD, boss, let me check you out. Boss. AMD. Ooh, on puts? Where you got in at, King Kong? You got in around, what, 170? God, dog. Oh, shout out. And how many? 10 contracts? 1,000? Oh, I know you up. In profit. From 170 down to 160. That's almost, what, $10 down. And with 1,000 shares? Oh, I know you bank. Oh, I'm jealous. Oh, I'm jealous. I'm jealous. I know you, man. But shout out to you, boss. Shout out to you, man. Look, damn. And I missed it. I told you it was going to rotate back up. God dog it. No, I already know you banking. I didn't get I was waiting on that 514.50. Shoot, man. I didn't get my pullback I wanted. Crap. No, I can't stand you, man. I thought we was gonna get a pullback down to the 1450. I was trying to go in for the rotation, because I told y'all once you bounce, you go from one channel to the next. We already we rotated out of this channel 525, 1850. As you can see, we rotated out of it, rotated back down into this channel. Now we're trying to rotate back up towards this channel, which I was anticipating that was gonna happen, but I didn't get my pullback. Son of a crap. I didn't get my 1450. I was waiting on the pullback. We got a slight pullback. We didn't get that, because now that we're rotating, and again, we're going from red to green. We're going from bearish to bullishness. Damn, man. Now we're running up to 516. Remember, I told you I was going to rotate from the 14s back up to the 16s. That sucked. I was trying to get in, but it never came back down to that 1450 mark. I thought we was going to get it. It just kept running. Oh, you dirty, dirty somebody, man. I might have to go snakeskin Randy. I'm not going to lie to you, team. I might have to go snakeskin Randy because I don't think we're going to get a deep pullback because it looked like it's transitioning now. We're going on an uptrend was buyers, buyers, buyers where you see barely any pullbacks. So that's what it looked like it's trying to do. And, I mean, look at that. Look at that upper shadow. I mean, yeah, lower shadows. Buyers are moving in. What we pulling back down to? What is this? Back down to 15. Man. I don't know we're going to get those pullbacks I'm anticipating, though. That's the thing about it, man. Look like we steady running. Shoot, man. I might have to go snakeskin Randy because I might not get the pullback I'm anticipating. Man, that sucked. I didn't get my 514.50. I was waiting down here. I thought it was going to pull back down and then bounce back up, but it just kept running. Ah, man. Uptrend is still holding. Ah, man, come on, man. This is it didn't give me what I wanted, man. Ah, it didn't give me what I want. I just didn't want to chase it. Shout out to you, Nuno, because Nuno, you jumped on it. Shout out to you, boss. Shout out to you. Because I was anticipating a rotation back on up. I didn't catch my my entry. Let me see what's going to happen. So we're getting this first little pullback. Let's see where this pullback goes. We probably ain't even go back that low. Let me see. We might come back down probably just to this level here. Where we had this little rejection there. We might just pull back down to this little level. Nope, might not even get that. Buyers are definitely moving in right now. Keep my eyes peeled though. Let's see. Are we pulling back down to this level? All right, here we go. Pulling back, pulling back, pulling back. All right. Man. God, it sucked, man. I was anticipating that bounce back down to 514.50. Let me see. Are we gonna bounce back down to this old resisted level here we got this morning? Let's see. Yep, and it's bouncing off of it. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna have some resistance at 516 for sure. 516, we're gonna have some resistance. But it is still uptrending right now, though, Marty. Marty is still downtrending because we're still above that 514.50 level. That's going to be a strong support line. So we are still holding above that key level. As long as you hold above that key level, you have to think about it on the upside right now. You have to think about it on the upside. As long as 514 level, 514.50 is holding, you got to think on the upside because you're slowly rotating from one channel to the next. We fell out of 518, back on down to 514's channel. You're bouncing off of 514's channel, trying to rotate back up. So you got to stay on the positive side. You got to stay on the bullish side right now. So we are in a rotation right now. So, man, it just never came down to my level. Ah, that sucked. I was trying to catch 514.50 for the rotation back up towards the upside because all it's going to do slowly is try to rotate itself back up towards that. When we make it to 518, I'm going to see exactly where these bears are going to be at. Because, again, all it did was rotate from one channel to the next. You rotated out of this 512, 514 up to this 518, 520. So if you notice the rotation, see this? You fell out of it, out of this channel, fell into this channel. You broke out of that channel, back up to this channel. You fell out of this channel, back to this channel. Now you're bouncing off of this channel, trying to rotate possibly back up to this channel. So I'm definitely just keep my eyes peeled. So you got two channels. You got a channel here and a channel here. You got the 514.50 to 512.50, which will be your possible support area, your basic demand area, and you have your supply area up here towards the 518s, 520s. So right now you're bouncing off of this channel, trying to rotate back into this channel. So I'm just keep my eyes peeled right now. So no trade for me just yet. I should have just went for a dang swing trade, man. God, should have did it. But and also what I'm looking at too, while I'm looking at my downtrend channel, is looking at these lower shadows, because I can see a lot of buyers moving in around at 512.50 to 514.50. So if you see those lower shadows, you can definitely see where a lot of demand is. You can definitely see where a lot of buyers are sitting at, holding up these two key levels, 512.50, 514.50. So I'm definitely looking at these two areas right here where you come all the way down and you get that nice move back on up. You come all the way down, you get that nice move back on up, and we're coming right back down into that demand zone. So around at 514.50 to 512.50. So I'm definitely keep my eyes peeled as we are pulling back down towards that key level. So I'm keep my eyes peeled to see where we go from here. Man, I just can't believe I should have got in on a swing trade, man. I'm sick to my stomach. I should have did it. I should have did it. So right now we are pulling back down towards this channel of 514.50. Let's see what's going to happen and see if those bears going to take out 514.50 or will those buys come step in and hold that key level. So I am sitting on my hands. I am watching this key level of 514.50. So now we're getting a nice little pullback towards it. Let's see if we get it. So I'm gonna definitely keep my eyes peeled to see what's gonna happen around this 514.50-ish level. So we are trying to pull back down. So definitely keep my eyes peeled on this. So buyers could still be stepping up around 514.50. They could be trying to hold this area for support as you come back on down to potentially try to trap those bears. So I'm definitely keeping my eyes peeled on this right now, team. Let's see if those bears gonna take out 514.50. Because right now we're on top of it. So anytime you're on top of an old, really important line, that's support because we're on top of it. That can be considered a floor. So definitely keep your eyes peeled around that 514.50-ish level. If we do come back down to this level, I'm going to definitely keep my eyes peeled to see if those bears will take it out or will those bulls move in, turn into a bear trap, where we reverse right back on up. Because do remember, the low this morning was 513.50, right? 513.50. So if you move $1 up, the next level will be 514.50. So these are your lows from this morning, 513.50, and then this area here is going to be 514.50. So do keep that in mind, that that's still building somewhat of an uptrend still. So even if we do come down to 514.50, don't forget, again, your lows was this morning. So if you started uptrend this way, you still have room to fall back down where you can possibly bounce. So definitely keep this on watch. If we do look at it like this, see, from this bounce, you do have room to still fall down towards this level that can still be considered support because you have the open and you also have that 514.50. So definitely keep that on watch to see if that's not going to be a bad trap, to see if those buys are not going to try to move in and push it right back on up. So definitely keep your eyes peeled right now just to keep see what happens. But we are pulling back down. We are definitely pulling back down towards that 514.50 mark. Keep your eyes peeled on that team. Slowly trying to pull back towards that 514.50-ish level. We still on this uptrend still until we crack that uptrend. So definitely keep that on watch because you have got a little bit overextended off of that uptrend and you still have room to come down. That can still be considered support where you can bounce right off of that uptrend and go right back on up. So that means that we do bounce, we have to break this key level here that we got rejected at. So let's put a line at this level here that we got rejected. So let's do this to see if this is gonna hold as a top. Boom. So as you can see right here, we got rejected. Started come back on down. So let's see what's going to happen as we do come down towards this 514.50 level, back down towards this trend line to see if it's going to reverse, bounce back on up, retest that area here that we got rejected at, or will we crack 514.50 and still continue on down to 512.50. So right now we are getting a little bit of a bounce, a little bit of a support line towards these buys because you can see right now we haven't fully fallen yet. So we bounce here, we bounce here, we still haven't came all the way back down towards this trend line yet. Still getting a little pullback, so that's why I'm watching carefully around this 514.50 level. 514.50. Definitely keep my eyes peeled on that team. Man, I should have went. Man, I should have went for my swing trade, man. I'm pissed. I should have did it. God, that would have been the best swing trade, the best area. I could have just got in, held overnight, got in. I got out on profits. I should have just. Man, I'm just pissed I should have did it. But shout out to y'all who did. Shout out to the Queen. Who else did it? Shout out to who else did a swing trade last night? No, Nuno did a call. Who was that did a swing trade? It was somebody else that did it. Was it King Kong that did it? No, King Kong did AMD. It was somebody else who did a swing trade, or was it? Who else went on a swing trade last night? Oh, Scrooge. Yeah, Scrooge did go on a swing trade. So shout out to you, boss. Shout out to all the ones who did a swing trade for puts. Shout out to y'all. Definitely shout out to y'all, man. I can't knock that. I got to give you y'all props, man. I should have did it. I should have just took a risk, and missed out on a $3,000 profit. God. It is what it is. I'm on spy calls right now this morning on loss waiting. Engineer, what was your entry? Oh no, I closed my put yesterday. Wait, did you? Oh, you say you closed it yesterday. I thought you was going. I thought you went in on a swing. I apologize. Man, you should have went on a swing trade. I told you that 518. You know, I mean, I should have did it. I should have done it. You know, and I mean, I definitely would have profited. Cause right here you can see the rotation. Cause I did call out 518.50. Remember I was talking to Active about that last night before the close. Remember I was telling him I said 518.50, 518.50, 518.50. I kept calling it. And we did hit 518.50 and rotated right back on down. And I should have caught it. Man, I should have caught it. But as you can see, you rotated from one channel down to the next. So let's see if we're going to bounce off of this channel and try to rotate ourselves back on up. So that's what I'm saying. Just anticipating to see what's going to happen as we do come back down to this channel, 514.50 to 512.50. 514.50 is going to hold for right now until we crack 514.50. Your next level will be 512.50. So as long as we're holding above 514.50, this is going to be the main focus as of now, as long as you're above it. So let's see what these buys are going to do around this 514.50 level. Will they hold this level and push it back on up where we can U-shape and break right out of this old resistance for the higher level? Keep this on watch. So we are pulling back down, slowly pulling back down. I was on the call 5. No. Oh, today. So today, okay, what you should have done, Queen, was play the 514.50. I kept calling that out this morning. 514.50. See that? I kept calling out 514.50. You could have got it at a 514.50 break, and you could have ran it on up to 515 to 516 level. Because that is an important support line. Because as you can see right here, as it came down in pre-market, you bounced off of 514.50, you broke through 514.50, you re-broke out of 514.50, and look at the impact on it. See how important that line is. See how important that number is. 514.50. See the reactions that we have around it. You get a little bounce, you crack through it, you get a breakout, possible support where buyers can be moving back on in to reverse it back on up. So we are still on a trend line, and everything is still bullish because you got green candle, green candle, green candle. We are still on a trend line, still holding up around that 514.50 level. So definitely keep your eyes peeled because we could be slowly reversing back on up from one channel to the next. You fell out of this channel from after hours in pre-market back on down here towards this 514.50 channel. Trying to reverse back on up again, rotate out of that channel, back on up. So we could be slowly moving ourselves back on up. Here we go, pulling back, keep my eyes peeled. Right, it is 10 o'clock, Sentiments news, let's see what's going to happen. 10 o'clock, team, 10 o'clock. Let's see what's going to happen. It is 10 o'clock. We did have the consumer sentiments that just came out. So let's see what's going to happen right now at 10 o'clock. Which way is the market going to go? Ooh, I do apologize about that. All right, testing at 514.50. Let's see. 514.50, 514.50. 514.50, still trying to hold. Keep it on watch. Let's see if those bulls going to move in. 514.50. Well, will the bears move in? Let's see what's going to happen. Let's see if those buyers are going to try to move in and hold for 514.50 and reverse it back on up. Or let's see will those bears try to take out 514.50 and move it back on down. So definitely keep it on watch because right now you're going to be in a consolidated move right now at this moment. Right now we are pulling back up. Buyers are definitely moving in. 514.50. You can definitely see that movement on up. We're right back at 515. So definitely keep this on watch. Keep it on watch. Buyers are moving in. Buyers are securing the 514.50 mark, team. 514.50. 514.50. Here we go. Did you get in at 514.50? Who got in? Did you get in, JS? I called it. 514.50. Did you get in for the possible move back on up? Did you get in? 514.50. Engineer, did you get in? 514.50. Here you go. Move it back up. Keep it on watch. Let's see where we go. 514. Here we go. Pushing. There it is. 514.50. Buyers are moving in. Bouncing off of that around that trend line. I told you. You're going to get that little bounce back on up. There it is. Here we go. Keep it on watch. Let's see what's going to happen. Keep it on watch. Trend line still holding. Let's see if these buyers are going to hold up this 514.50. Keep it on watch. Because definitely was a quick little scalp. 514.50 was holding. Had a nice little move back on up towards, what was the highs of this candle? 515.40. 515.40. Keep this on watch. 514.50 is still holding at this time. As you can see, bounce. Still holding above 514.50. This is definitely a crucial area for the buyers to hold up on the support line, 514.50. We hold that on up for a possible rotation. Keep this on watch. Unless those bears come in, take out the 514.50, we come back on down. So definitely keep this on watch, 514.50. Here we go, pulling again. Let's keep it on watch. 514.50 still testing. 514.50 still testing. Keep it on watch. Here we go. Keep it on watch. Keep it on watch. Buyers are still trying to hold this area. Bears are also trying to move in. So let's see who's going to take over this 514.50 mark. Here we go. Here we go. Bouncing again. Here we go. Keep it on watch. Slowly cracking it. Keep it on watch. 514.50. 514.50. Buyers are still desperately trying to hold this key level. Keep it on watch. Keep it on watch. Keep it on watch. 514.50. 514.50 team. There we go again. Pulling back. Pulling back. All right. Bouncing on top of it. Keep it on watch. 514.50. 514.50. Let's see. Keep it on watch. Keep it on watch. Buyers are still trying to hold up 514.50. Keep it on watch. Keep it on watch. Bears are trying to step in, trying to take out 514.50. Bulls are trying to hold 514.50. Keep it on watch. Keep it on watch. There you go. 514.50. Bulls are stepping back in. 514.50. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Keep it on watch. Let's see. It's a battle, boy. It's a battle at 514.50. It's definitely important right now. Keep it on watch. 514.50. Keep it on watch. Keep it on watch. We are pulling underneath. Bears are trying to step in. Bears are trying to take them out. Bears are trying to take them out. Let's see what we get. Let's see if those Bears get it. Let's see if those Bears get it. Let's see if those Bears get it. Let's see if they're not going to get caught in a bear trap. Let's see if they're going to get it. They need to take them out. All right, it's fighting. It's fighting. 514.50. Bears is definitely trying to step in. Oh, buyers move back in. Oh, Bull step right back in. Look at that. Touch that trend line. Look. Buyers move right back into that 514.50. Look. Saw that? That trend line? Boom. Bounce right off of that trend line. Buyers step right back in. Saw that? That was crazy, huh? Oh, yeah. They jumped it right back on up. It bounced right off of that trend line perfectly. Bounce. Got right back above 514. Buyers are definitely right there in the area. 514.50. 514.50. I told you. That's crazy. I mean, it bounced perfectly off that trend line. Back up to 514.50. Boom. There go your buyers. Let's see. See if they're going to hold it. Man, that's crazy, huh, engineer? That's crazy, huh? I called that to a T. I called my trend line. I told you. Bounce, bounce. And what did those buyers go down to? Trend line. What did I call out? 514. Bounce off of that trend line. Boom. Right back up to 514. Buyers moving in. Boom. There it is. It's crazy. That's crazy. I told you. 514.50. I called it. Let's see if they're going to hold it. Look like those buyers are definitely trying to hold 514.50. Keep your eyes peeled on it. 514.50 still fighting. As long as that trend line holds, those buyers are still sitting right here. Your buyers are sitting right around this demand area. So they're definitely trying to trap those bears at the moment. They're definitely trying to trap the bears. They're definitely trying to trap the bears. They're trying to hold them out of their position. They're trying to squeeze them out of their position. So watch this level right here. Let's see how the reaction, let's see what happens. 514.50. Because your bulls are definitely trying to hold, they're trying to stall your bears out. They're trying to stall off. Because you got to remember, we have, how many contracts that we got expiring today? As far as puts, how many contracts today? 12. 771 puts expiring today out of the money versus 383,000 out of the money calls. So you have a lot of puts expiring today, so definitely be mindful of that. We have 771,000 puts expiring today. So definitely keep your eyes peeled on that, team. So definitely keep your eyes peeled. Because with that being said, what those buyers are going to try to do, they're going to try to stall those contracts out of their position. Definitely keep that on watch around this 514.50 because those. Matter of fact, what was the max pain? What is the max pain? Max pain is 516. So 516 is definitely the max pain. So basically, they're trying to keep it underneath 516. The puts. So you can see right here, 516 came back on down. Here we go, pulling again. Let's see. Yep, here we go. So bears, here we go. Bears are stepping back in. Bears are stepping back in underneath 514.50. Here we go. So you remember I told y'all, if y'all lose 514, the next area is 512.50. Let's see what happens, see. Yep, they still trying to get back on that trend line. Let's see. Looks like they're trying to hold, get back on top of it. Keep it on watch. Keep it on watch. Keep it on watch. All right, here we go pulling. Here we go pulling. Here we go pulling. Trying to pull, look like it's trying to pull back down into that lower part of that channel. So I'm watching these, but I'm definitely watching the buyers still. So what were the lows? 513.50, 513.50 where you bounced here, 513.50. So I'm definitely watching this little area too. Let's see what's gonna happen. Cause them buys are sitting right here. I'm telling you, them buys are sitting in this location. Cause you can see the buying pressure keep pushing in. Every time those bears are trying to pull down, the buys keep stepping in right around this level. They're trying to get it back on top of this trend line. See that? See how the buys keep trying to step back in? So I'm definitely keeping this on watch. Buys are definitely trying to step back in because you definitely have a demand zone right around this level. Because I'm trying to see if those buys are trying to get back on top of this trend line. Definitely trying to see if they're going to try to get back on top of it. But you are definitely guarded by a lot of bears. It's a battle back and forth. So again, you lose that 514.50, you do have room back down to this 512.50. So 514.50 is definitely holding. Whew, man, this is crazy. This is crazy. So looking like we're trying to go back down to these lows. I'm just keeping this on watch, keeping this on watch, keeping this on watch, because you still got room to fall down to this 513.50 level low area, down to 512.50. So definitely keeping this on watch. Here we go, still pulling, still pulling. Just gonna try to push back on up. Now you're underneath 514.50 and 514. Now there's gonna be resistance at this moment. It's gonna try to push yourself back up. It's gonna try to push yourself back up. Here we go. Gonna try to bounce. Try to bounce. Buyer's gonna try to step back in. Let's see. Keep it on watch. Keep it on watch. Man, that's crazy. Let me see. Whoo, shout out to you, Queen. Shout out to you. Yep, once you lost that 514.50, yeah, them bears moved in. So now you're underneath it. Now it's going to be resistance. Because you lost 516, now you're losing 514. So it's going by twos. So if you notice that. So 16s, 14s, the next errors is 12s. So it's trying to push back up. Now you're underneath 514.50. That's going to be considered resistance at this moment, 514 to 514.50. So definitely keeping that on watch. 20 MA rejection was fire. Oh, you talking about right here? Because you got a 21, I got a 20. I'm only off by 1. So what was yours? I see on mine's the price was at 514.70. What was your price on yours, Queen? I got 514.70. So yeah, you definitely back underneath that 514.50 more. Got out of my position when I got to 14.75, took my money and ran. Josh, shout out to you, boss. It's on a 4-hour chart, boss. All right, appreciate you. Yep, definitely trying to get this little bounce back on up. Now you're underneath 514.50, which is going to be considered resistance at the moment. So definitely keep your eyes peeled on that area because we haven't went all the way back down to that 512. So let me take a look at mine real quick. What I got mine set up for today? For the 12th. Trying for a good contract. Boom, boom, boom. Some good volume. See one at 9,000. See one at 6,000. See one at 7,000. Right here. 200 MA. Okay, got you, Queen. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Queen. Appreciate you. So right now we are pulling back. We are pulling back in the 6s. So we're trying to go back up. We got resistance right underneath 514.50. 514.50 is definitely resistance. Once you hit that trend line from last night, it's been falling. So I'm definitely keep my eyes peeled. What was the low on this? 6. Shoot. Let me see what's going to happen after this bounce to see if we're going to try to get a push back on up. Because I don't want to chase it. Definitely want to chase it. What was the lows on this? Bottom level, if we break, we dropping hard. Yeah, because, again, we're back in that channel, Queen, of 514.50 to 512.50. So yeah, you're underneath 514.50. So definitely, if you get rejected, that those bats coming hard, I could definitely see another move back on down towards that 512.50. So that definitely put us back in. Because what you don't want them to do, as far as the buyers, you don't want them getting back on top of 514. So you definitely have a strong red candle as far as the 30-minute time frame. I do see that on my 30. Good solid candle, nice H pattern here, Look like it's trying to set itself up for another possible H pattern setup. Basically an upside down U. Marty, you know what that is. We know it's the upside down U, but what does it normally form? Cup and handle. Inverted cup and handle. He said upside down U. Yeah, like I said, an inverted cup and handle. So you do this, boom, cup, boom, handle. There you go. Cup and handle. Inverted cup and handle. I can't win with you, Marty. I can't win with you, man. All it's doing is making an inverted cup and handle pattern. You can't see that? I mean, boom, 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 handle, fall. Smart ass. It's making an inverted cup and handle. How the hell did you become mod? Smart ass. Dealing with a lot of smartness from my mod right now. Supposed to be my right hand man who always giving me a hard time, man. Why? Yeah, so, yeah, I mean, I definitely see weakness. I mean, we definitely still got room to fall back down to that 512.50. You lose 512.50, you come back on down to 510. And I still got my target, as you can see right here, 508.50. I still have my target for 508.50. We just never hit it yet. We could make a late... Hell no. No. We're not doing that. No. Negative. we definitely not doing that. Nope. I refuse. We're not going down that route. Don't do that, Marty. We ain't doing that. We're not doing that. Man, I was wondering. Should I do today's contract or should I expand it out to see if we're gonna like fall even further down going into next week? Like even further down. I was trying to look at my contracts. I'm trying to debate on that. Because if I do one for next week, nah, let me just go ahead and take it for this week. I mean, get in, get out, you know. That's about the smartest thing to do. In and out, wait for it to make a move, you know. I already missed a major move, so ain't no point in doing that. Let me see, find some good delta, good contracts, 8,000, 22. This one's at 6. All right, this one look like a healthy contract. I probably can get this one. Oh, I'm already in that one. Duh. Right. So right now, here we go. Underneath that downtrend, underneath the uptrend. Now it's going to turn into resistance because now you're underneath 514.50. As you can see, 514.50 looking like it's trying to make another H pattern, pretty much. Another H pattern right underneath this area here. So I do see the setup, possible setup for the next leg on down, basically back on down because you got that first leg pullback. Now we should probably be setting up for the second leg pullback. So you got one here for the possible next one to go even further down. So that's one-legged pullback. Boom, second-legged. There's always your deepest pullback, which we may see that 13.50. So definitely keep your eyes peeled on that. So let's see. One leg, boom, and let's see if we're going to go on the second-legged pullback, which, again, your second leg is always the deepest pullback, which we could probably be seeing 513.50. Which, here we go. Here we go. 513.50. There it is. So, that's going to be a deeper pullback on down. So, if y'all riding on puts, congratulations to that. So, we all going back down to these lows. We need to take out 513.50 and go to a lower area. So, we already got an H pattern. Boom, setting itself up. We got that already. So, keep that on watch. So, 513.50 needs to definitely get taken out towards 512. So we know that we have buyers sitting here because you can see when we came down, boom, buyers moved in, you went right back on up. So be mindful of this 513.50 mark right here, team. Definitely keep that on watch because we know buyers are sitting here because we have a bounce right around 513.50. So definitely keep your eyes peeled on that. Gonna have some buyers definitely sitting in this area. And as you can see, they're trying to push it right back on up, 513.50. Keep your eyes peeled on that. Possible double bottom on SPY, 3 minutes. Yeah, you talking about right here, that 513 Thunder? Talking about right here, 513.50, where you bounce, and right here again, bounce, 513.50. Possibility. Especially if those buys can get back above 514.50. Right now we're underneath it, but if those buys can go move back right on top of 513.50, I'm sorry, 514.50, we can definitely start to see a reversal back on up, you know, for a little pop. for a little higher movement. So you can see the buyers are definitely stepping back in, 513.50. You can see them pushing back on up. Here we go. Look at this, 513.50. It's gonna try to get back on top of that trend line. It's gonna try to re-break 14.50. So here we go, here we go, here we go. Let's see if they get it. Let's see them bad boys move in. Let's see. Buyers are moving in. Goodness. Goodness gracious. They are definitely moving in right at that level. Keep it on watch. Let me see. Keeping this on watch, because they're definitely trying to step back in. Because you can definitely see they trying to hold a floor somewhere in this level right here. See that? They're trying to hold a floor. See that? Bounce. They're trying to hold a support. Try to hold support here, 513.50. And if you go on up just a little bit, right here, this level, if you notice this candle is matching this candle, so you go on up, support, boom, there it is. So they're trying to definitely push it back on up, back above 514.50. Here you go, 514.50 again. Here we go, here we go. So 514.50 once again. Boom, pushing up. All right, it's up to you. You can't rely on us to make those type of decisions. Oh, Queen, what you asked? Should I close my calls for a loss? I mean, again, you got us. Well, like Gert was saying, it's up to you. It's up to you to make your trade. I do agree with Gert because that is definitely your account. But you also got to pay close attention to your prices. So I'll put it like this. Focus on 514.50 once again. 514.50 is going to be a crucial key. Because if those buyers can move back in, break right back above 514.50, get back on top of this trend line, we have a possibility on moving back on up. So as you can see, we are underneath that trend line, which is resistance at the moment. So that's considered resistance and your 514. So the only way to save that is if your buyers can re-break, get back on top of this trend line, get back on top of 514, which will turn it back into a floor, and you can start to move back on up. So pay close attention to 514.50. Because still can be reversing. And as you can see on that 30-minute time frame, lower shadows, which is still holding. We're just trying to turn that floor, that 514 into a floor. Because if you see, we're not breaking down through it. We are holding it. Because again, look on this 30-minute time frame. Lower shadow, where? Around 1450, which is turned into a solid support right now for the possible move back on up. So it could possibly be reversing back on up. Just keep it on watch. Just see what's going to happen at this 514 level. It's going, like I said, 514 is definitely going to be crucial. It's going to definitely be a crucial key where if this holds, now we can expect a rotation from 514.50 back up to this channel. So definitely keep that on watch because the main thing that you want to anticipate is a rotation. So right now you rotated out of the 518, 520, 518 channel. You rotated down to 514, 512 channel. So now what you want to anticipate, if you're going for calls or if you're still on a call, what you want to anticipate right now is the rotation from one channel to the next. So you went from this channel down to this channel. Now what you want to anticipate is the rotation from this channel back up to this channel. So again, those bulls will have to reclaim this uptrend. Those bulls will have to get back above 514.50. Hold that as a support line when you can start to actually trend yourself back on up. So definitely keep your eyes peeled around 514.50 level to see if these buyers are going to move in. It'll start to get back on top of 514 where you can start to slowly begin your rotation. So definitely keep your eyes peeled right here as we're slowly trying to rotate back on up the 514.50. Well, again, if those bulls reclaim 514.50, you can definitely see a rotation from the downside back towards the upside because that candle has not closed out yet. This is a 30-minute candle. So it's still red, but those bulls can turn that candle back green. As long as they get back on top of 514, that candle can slowly turn back green. You can see a lower shadow, which is letting you know buying pressure is moving back on in towards around 514.50. And as you can see, look, this uptrend slowly moving on up. Buyers are slowly trying to get back on top of this trend line and get back above 514. Just keep your eyes peeled to see what's going to happen around this level right now because 514.50 is going to be very crucial for a possible rotation back on up. So if the buyers can step in, we can definitely see a rotation, possibly back on the upside. If they can't step in and we still have more sellers, we can definitely see a move back on down to the downside. So keep your eyes peeled at this 514 level. You can see buyers are slowly moving back in. Here you go, 514.47, 514.40. So that, again, buyers need to get back on top of 514.50. Let's see. Watch the numbers. 514.40, 514.30. All right, getting a little bit of weak. Still getting a little weak, just a little. So we're not catching a major drop. Still keep your eyes peeled. 514.50. Keep your eyes peeled on this trend line. Keep your eyes peeled on this price point, 514.50. If those bulls can get back on top of this trend line, that can slowly start the rotation back on up from the 514.50s back on up to the 516s. Yep, calling me. Gotta have my phone on. My apologies. I mean, it's still a possibility because look at, like I said, look at the candles on the 30-minute time frame. You still got lower shadows, lower shadows, lower shadows where they look like those buyers are trying to hold at a certain key level. So definitely keep your eyes peeled on that to see if we cross back above 514.50. This is going to be crucial. So keep your eyes peeled on that to see if those buyers will step back in. Let's see what's going to happen. Buyers look like they want to slowly step back on in. Here we go, 514.30. We tested, trying to get back up to 514.50. Just keep your eyes peeled on that specific key level. We're trying to retest again. Here we go. Let's see what's going to happen. Will we have enough bulls, enough buyers to move in and break above 514.50 and reverse it? Or will the bear step in again and reverse it back on down? Again, 514 is definitely going to be a crucial price point. So keep your eyes peeled on that. Because you remember what I told you about the pivot points. Remember? Okay, Queen, what did I tell you about the pivot points when it came down to, when we talked about NVIDIA? Remember 900 was the rotator, remember? 900 is the rotator. Same thing with 514 for SPY. 514 for SPY is your rotator. Because you notice you're rotating around 514.50, 514.50, 514.50. It's rotating around that same price point, 514.50. So all you want to do, again, as long as you're underneath 514.50, that works for the bear in the bear's favor, where you can go on the downside. If you get back on top of 514.50, that'll work for the bulls in the bulls' favor, where you can go back on the upside. So 514.50 is definitely going to be your rotator from the 516s to the 5 back down to the 512s. So keep your eyes peeled. So if you notice, it's kind of channeling, playing around this area. So again, that's how crucial and how important 514.50 is. Because if you notice, it's going to be beneficial for the bears and the bulls. So 514.50 is definitely crucial. Keep your eyes on here. See who is going to take it. Will the bears retake over and push it back on down? Keep your eyes peeled. Again, 514.50 is crucial. 514.50 is definitely crucial. Keep your eyes peeled on it. Yesterday climb happened about this time. Yeah, so I mean, it's still slowly climbing. Because you bounced off of your lows, your pre-market lows, which is 513.50. You bounced already. So the next area that those bulls are trying to move up to is 514.50, because that's how crucial that is. Because if you notice, even when we came down in pre-market, you can clearly see, let me go out of just a little bit. You can clearly see, where did we bounce? 514.50. Then we cracked 514.50 down to 513.50. Then you rebroke out of 514.50, ran on up to 516. Came back on down to where? 514.50. Back on down to where? 513.50. Back on where? 514.50. So basically all it's doing is rotating over and over and over around 514.50. So it's going to either rotate on the downside or it's going to rotate on the upside. But all in all, it's going to rotate around 514.50. So definitely keep your eyes peeled on that, because that particular price point can work in the bull's favor or the bear's favor. So right now it's working in the bear's favor because it's underneath. So right now the bears have 514.50. They claim that territory as of now. So they have the power and the strength to get it back underneath, keep it underneath 514.50 for the possible push down to 512.50. However, if the bulls step in and take over 514.50, they have the power to push it up towards the 516 levels, and that'll start the rotation back on up towards the 518s. But right now, bears definitely have 514.50 at this moment, because as you can see, boom, 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 they're definitely stepping back in, trying to hold that key level for the push back on down. Now the only issue with the bears is they are in a dollar channel, because we know where the bulls are sitting at. We know the bulls are sitting at 513.50. Because you keep bouncing off of 513.50. But the bears are sitting at 514.50, where you keep getting rejected. So you are in a dollar channel of 514.50 to 513.50. So we know where the bulls are sitting at, and we know where the bears are sitting at. So we definitely can see both sides of the fence on that note. So if we want to see further downside, that means that those bears is going to have to take out 513.50. They're going to have to take that territory away from the bulls to see some further downside towards that 512.50. Yeah, I mean, it is showing. I agree with you, Mark. It's still showing weakness, but again, those bears need to take out 513.50. Definitely got to take those out. They're already holding down 514.50 already. They need to take out 513.50. Need to take this out. Take out 513.50. So therefore, the bulls will no longer have a floor. They need to take out 513.50, and that'll give you a gateway down to 512.50. So I'm definitely let me take out this square. Y'all need that. Right. So let's see. If you notice, it's still trying to hover around this 514.50. It's still trying to slowly rotate around this area, but I still see weakness. Definitely see weakness still. Here we go. The bears are definitely trying to pull. Definitely trying to pull back down. And you can see that H pattern setting up. You definitely see that H pattern. See that? See that H pattern? There you go. H pattern for a possible pull back down to 513.50.
Jeremy B says, DJT hitting lows.
Yeah, the market is getting weak. Especially like I said, I should have went in for that dang swing trade, man. I should have caught that. I'm pissed at myself I ain't do it. I would have been out of my trade a long time ago, man. I should have caught those 518s, man. I'd have been just sitting down, just watching this, just banking off of this. You'd be so proud of me. Yesterday, I had 6. I'm the Lion King and you the Council King. we both have some type of titles because everybody get on me about my lines, but my lines be accurate as hell. Head and shoulders forming. Appreciate you, Nuno. And like I said, you still got a downtrend forming. You could look at it from this standpoint. Look, downtrend is still forming. So if you switch over the lines this way, you can just simply just do this. See that? Downtrend. Rejection, come on down. Rejection, come on down. You're definitely still in a downtrend. Definitely still in a downtrend. So again, they have to get rid of this floor of. Let me make another line. They got it. Like I said, the bears is gonna have to take out 513.50. So that's why I'm watching closely as we getting lower and lower around these areas because I know these buys are sitting somewhere. I'm just trying to again. They just have to take out that 513.50 because I know those buys are sitting somewhere in those lows. They are literally sitting, right around this area. See, the bears gonna have to take out 513.50. They're gonna have to take, they have to take out 513.50. Because every time you come down to 513.50, you bounce. 513.50, you bounce. 513.50, see, they need to take it out. They need to definitely take those out. Because this area is a floor where those buyers are definitely sitting around right now. They're sitting around this area. So again, you're in a dollar channel. 513.50, 514.50. So we do this. Put it like this. Okay, let's do this. So let's make 513.50 at the moment. Let's just say that'll be the mid area for right now. And your lows will be 512.50. So you keep seeing we bouncing off of that area, keep going back up to 514.50, bouncing off in that area, back to 514.50. So if you notice, it keeps bouncing off of 513.50, 513.50, where you can see definitely a floor right here. And I'm definitely watching this area carefully. Definitely watching this carefully. Because it keep bouncing right at 513.50. So I'm just keeping my eyes peeled because I know those bulls are sitting somewhere. They sitting somewhere close. Because they're going to start trapping bears sooner or later. They're going to start trapping them. That's why I'm just watching very carefully where they're trying to trap them at. But it looked like around 513.50. So I'm keeping my eyes peeled. Because especially if they keep trapping these bears here and we get a squeeze, it's going to squeeze them out of 514.50 where those bears, the bulls are going to try to claim 514.50. So that's why I'm watching in between this channel, this little dollar channel, 513.50, 514.50, because it's ping-ponging back and forth. This is the area of the bears. This is the area of the bulls. It's just going up, down. So we're in a dollar channel. So you can still move on up or you can still continue on down. So I'm keeping my eyes peeled to see why we're in this little channel setup. Because you're in a little channel play right now. So if you notice your channel, breakout. Channel. See that? You leave out of this channel, you return back to the channel. So you already rotated on the upside. I'm trying to see if it's trying to rotate on the downside. Trying to see which way we're gonna actually go. Because we already got a rotation up. So I want to see if we're gonna get a rotation down. So I'm keeping my eyes peeled, because as long, like I said, if those bears can take out 513.50, you definitely can start to rotate back down towards the 512.50. Because again, we already rotated up from the 513.50s up to 516s, close to 516s. Now I'm trying to see if we're gonna rotate down if we can crack 513.50. But I know those buys, those bulls are sitting somewhere. Like I said, they look like they're sitting around this 513.50 mark. So I'm just keeping my eyes peeled to see if those bears are gonna take them out. Cause you see that, how those bulls are sitting right here. See how they keep trying to move in slowly, slowly. Keep my eyes peeled right in this channel right now. That's all I'm looking at. It's just, again, it's just ping ponging back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. See, bulls are trying to step in again. They're trying to push right back up to 514.50. They're trying to. So I'm keeping my eyes peeled on it. Because they sitting around here somewhere. Because, I mean, I still think it's weakness. Of course, it's still weakness. Because, again, I want to get in a good area, man. I want to definitely get in a good area where I can, ride it back on down. But I'm not catching this where a possible bad trap is unless we break it. Because right now, look like the bears are trying to take it. Look like the bears are trying to take this 513.50 out. Trying to, because here we go back down, pulling back down to 513.50. Trying to. Here we go. So let's see. Those bears gonna take them out. Yeah. Let's see if they. Yeah, Marty. Let's see if those bears gonna try to take out 513.50. Let's see if they're gonna try. Let's see if they're gonna take them out and not get trapped. Because every time you hit 513.50, you bounce. 513.50, you bounce. So what they need to do is take out 513.50. Here go the bears now. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see. Now they're coming in. Let's see if they're going to take them out. Are they taking them out? Are they going to take out 513.50? Let's see. Just little bounce, little bounce, little bounce. 513.50. I need to take them out. Bears need to take them out. Take them out. Take them out. Keeping this on watch, team. Keeping this on watch. Keeping this on watch to see how low can we go. See if they're going to take them out. See if we can move back, move even further down to the 512s. Because I'm still anticipating 508. Excuse me. I'm still anticipating 508 because you can see where I got my target at 508.50. We haven't hit that yet, though. So we're going to get a bounce somewhere. We're going to get a bounce and then a move back on down again. So I'm just trying to see where that bounce is going to happen before we come back down to that lower area. So let's see. You bounce here, boom. So we haven't went, okay, so bounce, and then we could go for probably a harder drop. It might happen now. We could go from one more bounce back on up for a harder fall back down. So that's why I'm keeping, let me see. We got this leg here, boom, up, come on down, then normally you go on another bounce, then you come for a harder drop. So let me see what's gonna happen around this 513.50 level. Look like we're about to start cracking it slowly. Here we go. There it is. Well, Bears are not playing today. God dog. Ooh, woo. They taking them out. They taking these boys out, man. Now they losing 513.50. Now the next area is 512.50. There it is. They done lost their support. Support gone. If this closes out underneath 513.50, they done lost their support because the next area is going to be 512.50. That's going to be the next area. Yep, they definitely shutting that down. Look, they pushing. They trying to push all the way down to 512.50. Cool, man. Man, Marty, look at this. Oh, man. There it is. There it is. They are definitely trying to push the 512.50. Because I told you, lose 512, the next area is 510. I still got a target for 508.50. 508.50. Man, that's crazy. Who jumped in on the put? Who riding those puts? Head and shoulders work. Yeah, buddy. I mean, it was an ugly cup and handle pattern, man. I mean, well, let me, Nuno, upside down you. I don't want him to feel bad. Let me agree with him. Ooh. Nah, I got to mess with you more. That's all good, man. But if you notice, your H patterns, H pattern right here. You see that? Look, you can clearly see it. Let me go to my drawings. You can clearly see that H pattern now. Windows, boom. See the H pattern? Boom. H pattern. See that? There it is. So what would they need to take out? 512 pretty much. They'll need to take out 512 in general. They'll definitely need to take out 512. Can still hold above 512.50. So we could be making another possible H pattern. What time it is? 10. Look for a quick bounce. 512.50. Oh, wait, what? Look for a possible quick bounce. Oh, bounce at 512.50. In and out. Yeah. Scalping. Definitely scalping. I mean, it's definitely some, you mean, getting a nice U shape, like you were saying, like pretty much like a cup and handle. So this is the U. So I'm right. You got to be a bounce coming up somewhere where you get that handle. Because we got the U. We got that upside down. We got the cup. It's gonna be a handle somewhere when you come back on up. When you try to rotate out of that channel, it's gonna be some type of bouncing somewhere. I'm just trying to figure out where it's gonna be at. Because we pretty much already then completed the cup. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, we already completed the cup. So let's see. So we completed the cup damn near. Back down to that 512.50. See, that's the entire cup. Now, where is the handle? Will we go back up to 514.50 for the handle and then come back down for another drop? Because again, we got the hand. Like I said, we got the cup right here on that 30-minute time frame. You can clearly see that. So we go back here. So you got the cup here. See that? Right about here. If you bounce off of 512.50, you have a possible movement back up to 514.50. When you hit, get rejected, hit, get rejected, hit, get rejected, hit, get rejected. From 512.50 back on down to 512. From 512.50 to 514.50 back down to 512, where we can crack and go to a lower area. So that's look like that's what it wants. I mean, do y'all agree with that? Does it look like that? Marty, Queen, Nuno, doesn't look like that. Like it wants to set up like that. Like we already got the cup and get that bounce off of that 512.50 for the possible run back on up to 514.50. Get rejected and then come back on down. I mean, I'm saying, do y'all agree with that? I mean, that'll give you that cup and handle pattern. Inverted cup and handle pattern. I mean, that's what it looked like it wants to set up to do. You know, you start to bounce back on top of 512.50, run on up back up to 514.50, lining up right with that downtrend for the reversal back on down. So it does look like that. So that bounce should be coming up soon then. Around that 512.50 where we go back up and retest that 514 again. I didn't get you. Oh, she's talking to Gert, not me. I mean, what you think, Marty? You agree with that? Get that little bounce back on up where we get that handle here to 514.50 and then get rejected and can come back on down. I mean, you agree with that, boss? SMCI, man, god dang it, man. SMCI didn't even give me what I wanted, man. Like, you son of a. I was aiming for 960. You went all the way up to 940. I thought we were gonna go all the way up here and get rejected and then come down. So 940 was the culprit. So it didn't let up. It didn't let up at all. It didn't give me what I want. That's cool. Man, I was aiming for I was aiming for 960. For that, I was gonna hold it for like a week. I thought we was gonna bounce. See, this is my game plan for SMCI. This is what I wanted that I didn't get because I know I was probably aiming too high. So this is what I wanted. This is my trade that I wanted for SMCI, and I was gonna hold for a week. You know, depending on how low we go, because we have room to fall back down to that 860, right? So all I wanted was this is what I wanted to happen. This was my game plan that I didn't get. Let me go to my windows. All right, this is what I wanted. Okay, after this bounce around at 900, I wanted it to go up to that 960 mark, right, and line up right with that downtrend. You see that downtrend purple line right here, 960. I wanted 960, so therefore I get in for a swing trade at 960 and ride it on down back to 900 for the possible crack on down back to 860. And I didn't get it because we got shorted right at 940 instead. Man, that messed up my whole trading plan. That sucked. It is what it is. I mean, I can still go for a swing trade. I just have to wait for the bounce back on up. And again, catch 920 maybe back on down. Man, that sucked. Where we at now, Queen? Okay, we bouncing. Oh, shoot, I'm on the wrong thing. I apologize. I'm on the wrong thing. All right, cool. Here we go. Man, Queen, why you didn't go to NYC? Why you didn't go to New York? We know you got the money and the time to do it. I don't know why you didn't go to NYC. I mean, we got a nice strong candle. I mean, red candle. And that's only, and the crazy part about it, it's not even the next 1 o'clock candle. This is still in the morning candle. Oh, okay. Well, hope you get well soon, Queen. Hope you get well soon. I didn't know. I apologize. Wish you well. Wish you well. So right here, we already got the bounce the first time. So now your second bounce is going to be lower, which if we do get the bounce back on up, it's going to be around 514.50-ish. So we could be catching the next leg on down if we do this. So that's a possibility because we already got a nice strong bounce around that area already. That's already happened. So now we get the next bounce. We might be going to the next leg down. You say you in on 1250 calls, boss? 1250 calls? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can definitely see 1250 going back on up. Yeah, 1250. I mean, you can definitely see it right here. You get a nice little bounce back on up. 1250, nice bounce back on up. But do be careful. It is definitely still bullish. I mean, bearish today. So, because you still got room to fall. Because you lose that 51250, you definitely got room to fall way back down to my intended target, which is 508.50. So you lose 512.50. That is definitely a wrap. So that's what I'm anticipating. I'm like, man, we get that drop underneath 512.50. Man, it is a wrap. That is a wrap. I'm anticipating that bad boy. Because again, 512.50 goes, look how much room you got to fall down towards my target of 508.50. And I am definitely waiting on that. Because I've been calling 508.50 for, what, damn near 2 weeks now? I was waiting on this the whole time. I'm like 508.50. I've been just sitting here waiting. I think I was waiting for like since last week, something like that. Since we started coming down, 508.50. Came down, 508.50. Coming on down, 508.50. So I'm just still anticipating it because now we arcing now back towards this way, which is not a good sign. So if you bounce, you can still definitely crack 512.50 and go even lower. And I'm just waiting on you because I know I'm just patiently waiting because I know where you want to go. So which is why I'm thinking about holding it to like not using the same day contract because I don't know if we're going straight down to 508 today. We could, possibility, because you got, what, 707,000 contracts expiring today? Shout out to you, boss. I mean, I'm still anticipating 508. What you think, Marty? You think we may see 508 today? I mean, again, we lose 512.50. I mean, and you can see, look. I mean, look at it right now. Look, boom. Look like it want to crack it now. I know it's Friday, but yeah, look what it's doing. Dude, I'm telling you, Marty, I think 508, we may see 508.50. I'm telling you. I believe deep within my heart. Look where we at. Look where we hitting that again. We lose 512.50. I'm telling you, man. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm still anticipating 508.50. I still think within my heart, 508.50 still has a chance to. Bounce it's gonna definitely be in the low 12s because you're going by 12, going by twos. So yeah, 12, 10s, 508s, whatever. But yeah. So we're gonna get a little bounce back above 512.50. Probably try to run back up to 513.50. Get rejected and then come back down. So I am anticipating we come back down. So let me see if we're gonna get a bounce real quick on up. For a rejection right back on down, slam back on down to 512.50, lose 512.50, back down to 512. So I definitely see a man. I'm telling you, look how the way this pointing. You got a whole U shape. Well, I'm sorry, a cup right here. Look at this. Boom, bounce off of 512.50, run on up to 513 to 514.50, and for a move right back on down towards that 512.50 for a further fade. I'm telling you. I mean, the pattern, look at the pattern just sticking out. It's just telling you. I mean, it's screaming out that it wants to go lower. It's definitely screaming out lower because I don't see a U shape. I see an arc. I don't see a U shape nowhere in sight, which points down. So I think we going low. Yep, here we go. Boom! Told you. I told you. Team, I told you. Let's see, 512.50 testing. We lose 512.50. I'm telling you, dude. Them bears about to go psycho. Because look, all this room you got to fall. I mean, yeah, we're going to test 512. But the way that this pattern is setting up from yesterday into today, this is literally pointing down. I mean, you can clearly see this. This is pointing down. So, again, you lose 512.50. That is a wrap. I'm still anticipating 508.50. I was waiting for the bounce back on up because I was anticipating like a handle to form. See, I thought once we made our cup, we was gonna bounce up a 512.50 on up like the 513.50, even 514.50, and then get rejected back on down. I don't think that high. Maybe 513.50, maybe 513.50 ish, 513.50, and then get rejected right back on down. Man, don't start falling right now. I want you to go up, get rejected, because you gotta think about it. 513 which was strong support, is now strong resistance. So we move back on up to 513 and then get rejected, slam back down to 512.50. I want to see a further fade. So that's what I'm anticipating. But man, I hope it don't start cracking now. Get a bounce, 512.50, 512.50. Get a bounce first. Bounce your little happy cell phone up first. There, come on. Get a bounce first and then get rejected. Because we haven't tested 513.50 on the upside yet. See how we tested it on the downside? We bounced, but we haven't tested it on the resistance side as we go back up. So that's going to be resistance here. Old support can turn into new resistance. So that's why I wanted to go up so I can get rejected, come back down to 512.50, and go for a further fade. So you got one leg here, boom. Waiting on this another leg to come up, boom. Could catch even a harder drop. So, man. And SMCI messed me up. SMCI I wanted at 960. I had my target. Look at it. I had everything just ready. I thought we was going to run on up, at least around this area so I can catch it and then drop it. 940 say nope. 940 say it's not happening. So the only other area I can go for now, if I was to go to SMCI, is for a move back up to maybe 920. Bounce back up to 920 now, since we already lost 940. Back up to 920. For a cup and handle pattern. Look like that's making one too. Making a damn cup and handle pattern on SMCI. Making the same exact thing. So let's see. And that area is going to be around. So it looks like that area is going to be around 920. So we already lost 940. We U-shaped on down with a cup and handle pattern. So if we do get a bounce, that handle should be around 920. Come back down to retest 900 for another move back down to 880, back down to 860. So if that goes according to plan, so if, matter of fact, let me do this right now. Damn, hope we get it. Hope we get another bounce. So let me change my just in case it happens. I'm gonna try to lean on it to see if we get it. If we get a bounce, and then it'll move back on down. So let me change this out. Let me change out my let me replace it. So instead of 950, let me do 915, 915ish, to see if we do get a bounce up at least in that area. All right, so 915. Let me do away with, so I ain't gonna even need 940 right now. Let me take off these right now because we ain't even nowhere near those levels anymore. So let me take this off and I'm gonna focus on 920. See if we get a bounce up to 920, that'll be your handle. And then if I move back on down. Damn, man, we might not even get it though. Look like it's trying to crack already underneath 900. Let me see if we can bounce off of 900, move up 20, move up to 920 and then get rejected. Matter of fact, let me see where's the VWAP at on this damn thing. I think the VWAP is even too low. I don't think we don't even get up to that area because we already got rejected off the VWAP. VWAP is where? 906. Man, I was anticipating a bounce and then a move back on down. To get on my 3-minute time frame. So we do bounce back on up. I know, Code. I was trying to, because since I missed my 960 order, I'm going to have to lower it down. In the next area, we do retest is 920. If we get that U-shape back on up, which is kind of like complete like a somewhat of a cup and handle pattern, we might not even go that high to 920, man. It might even be 910. I might have to lower it even lower. I might even go lower. Because, we're still on a downtrend as far as my 180 chart right here. Right here we got that red, they got that sell-off. So I might you know what I might have to do, Code? I might have to wait till 1 o'clock for that next candle to come in to see where we open up at. That's what I might have to do. I might have to wait till 1 o'clock. Because 900 is holding, so I wouldn't mind a bounce back on up between that 910. I don't think it's going to go all the way back up to 920, though. The way this is looking, because it looks like we're going to get rejected before then. Let's see. Let's make it make sense. So, what is this area? We got some rejections at. What is that, 915? Oh, right where I got my, whatchamacallit at? Where I got my alert at. Might be 915. Let me see. See, rejected, come on down, rejected, come on down, rejected, come on down. Look like 915 may be it. So between 910, 915 for a reversal back down. Let me see. And where's that 9 MA sitting at? 917. So we do bounce back on up. So it is lining up with that 915-ish area. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's see. Because it's bouncing right back on up. 903. Oh boy. This might be a setup for opportunity. Let's see. 904. Come on. You see it, Coldplay is bouncing? Setting itself up for like you're saying, maybe setting itself for an H pattern. That's going to be around 910, 915-ish. Somewhere like that around these areas. So we bounce back on up. Let me see. Let me check my contracts. Let me see. I might be acting like Taylor now, because I think Taylor already jumped in. I already know Taylor Bank, because I think he been got in. He was talking about that the other day. So let me see. So 19, go in for a put opportunity. Damn, next cheap. Is it? Yeah. Well, no, it's way out of the money, though. It's in the 50s. I have to go a little bit lower just to get in the 30s. Damn. It's going to be a little expensive. Never mind. Let me check it out. Let me see how we look. Okay. They look healthy. Ooh, team. I ain't gonna lie. It's screaming my man. I don't know. It's calling. SMCI calling me, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. SMCI calling me. SMCI look like it's trying to call me, man. 910 and 915-ish mark. Because, you can see right here, 915 hold a strong resistance. You hit, you fall, 915, hit, fall, hit, fall, hit, fall. Then you break above it. Now we're underneath it. Now it's back to resistance. So between, it got to be around 910, 915. So let me move my alert down in, if that's the case. So let me replace it once again instead of 910. I mean, of 915. Let me replace that to, let's say 9. I say 9. Should I do 910 or 905? Where we at right now? 902. Yeah, let me do it on 5, because at least they'll give me a early heads up, just in case. Just in case. Because it looks like I want to hit it already, my alert. I think I might have my alert too low. Because it looked like it wants to trigger it already. Spy back on up. It did bounce. All right, here we go. Spy 2. Man, I'm hopping from. I'm a bank on one of them. I'm watching because all right, 512.50 is holding. All right, 512.50 holding. 512.50 holding. All right. One of them is gonna happen. I got my eyes peeled on SMCI 2, and I got my eyes peeled on Spy, and we do have a massive red candle right now on this first one. So that's why I say I want to see where this little bounce gonna come in, where the next candle's gonna come in at 1 o'clock. So I do expect a bounce back on up from 512 to 512, 1350. I'm trying to see if we're gonna get that bounce back on up, because we are slowly trying to bounce back on up towards these areas. So on a 30-minute time frame, I'm still anticipating. That's why I got my target at, Queen. I got 508.50. Look, where's it at? I'll show you. Boom, target, 508.50. I got my target. I got it. I wrote it out. Target. I said target. I got that set up waiting. I'm just trying to be patient. But I'm watching both. I'm watching SMCI and I'm watching Spy. I'm watching both of these bad boys. I'm just trying to figure out which one I'm going to attack. That's one I'm just trying to see. Because I'm waiting on it. Well, we may get the cup and handle because I was anticipating for Spy to go up, test that 513. Man, come on, man. God dog it. Because I want to go up to the 513s and then reverse, not fall now. Don't start falling yet, man. Hold up. Don't start falling. Don't you start falling. Don't do it. Let me see. Where's my... Damn, I think I just moved my contract. Which one did I have earlier? Was it this one? With the 14,000 volume? I think maybe this one. Is it this one? Yeah, I think it is this one. Yeah. All right, here we go. Let's see if we're going to push on up. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to watch these 2 time frames here to see if it makes a pattern. To see if we do make like a support pattern between these 2 time frames. Move back on up. Rotate itself back on up. Because right now we are coming down. If you put all these time frames together, the squares, it's making one little pattern. Coming down, it's trying to find support, trying to move itself back on up. So all I'm trying to figure out now is it moves back on up these highs or where we could catch it. So 513.50 to 514.50 could start that handle I was talking about on that pattern where we start to move up like here. 513.50 to 514.50. All right, Marty, I think we may be getting our handle. Coldplay and Queen. I think that handle may be starting to form now on that inverted cup and handle pattern. I think now we're starting to get it. I was waiting on it. I'm like, man, when is it going to actually start? Yeah, right here. So, come down, bounce off of that 512.50, back on up to 513.50 to 514.50 for a possible cup and handle pattern where we can do this. So, I am anticipating that. I'm waiting on the bounce now for the handle to start to form, which should be around 513.50, 514.50, somewhere around that bracket. So, I'm definitely keeping my eyes peeled on these levels. Because your VWAP is steady moving down, slowly moving down towards around 514. So 513.50 to 514 is gonna have some areas. It's gonna have something around this area. All right, here we go, pushing back on up. That's what I want. So I might slowly start adding in each area that I called out. So let's keep it on watch to see once we get this bounce back on up. So 513.50, 514. Because I want to catch. I'm telling you, I want that 508.50. But I'm trying to debate, should I go for a contract for next week just to be on the safe side? Or should I do 2 days? I'm debating right now. Let me see how far. Because if I do the 19th, I know it's gonna be a little bit more expensive. But I do a week out. I know it's gonna be a little bit more expensive. Yeah, it is. It's gonna definitely be a little. It's gonna definitely be in the 20s. God dang, 'cause I ain't gonna be able to get a lot of shares. I'm trying to find with some good delta too. That's why I'm trying to go out as far as I can. I mean, I'm not trying to go too expensive, but I want something with good delta. You know, a good. You know, the pattern's looking nice. So let me take a look at this one for next week. All right, that look healthy. When is this dated? Wait, what is the date on this? Is this the 12th still? Could have sworn I switched it. Wait. Oh, 19. Here we go. I had the wrong contract. The wrong chart pattern. Here we go. I was wondering where the hell it was at. I'm like, I know I put you somewhere. Trying to see how far I need to go out, man. I'm like, do I need to go out all the way to next Friday, or should I just play it halfway, like Monday-ish? Cause what is Monday? Monday would be what? Monday would be what, the 15th? So if I do for Monday's contract out, I mean, at least give me a little bit of room, just in case. All right, let me check this chart pattern out. Let me see how we look on this one. Damn, still kind of look the same. All right, so we start to slowly move ourselves back on up. Just keep it on watch. Keep it on watch. Right now it's what, 11 o'clock? All right, cool. What we do? How we looking like on SMCI? We still ain't go up all the way to that 910 mark yet? Nope. Even that was bouncing. trying to create this cup and handle. Even it's doing the same exact thing. So I need that 910 and 920. I mean 915-ish mark. So let's see if we get that push. Look like it won again. It wants to break above my alert. So I'm definitely keep my eyes peeled on that. My alert is soon about to trigger off. I'm aiming for 910, 915 for that cup and handle pattern, so we can continuously move back on down. So I'm definitely keep my eyes peeled on that. Where we at right now? 903. We're almost to that mark, to my 905. So once we get to 905, I'm definitely gonna be looking between 910, 915-ish for a possible reversal back on down. Where we at right now? Oh, come on. Where's NVIDIA at? NVIDIA, where we at on that bad boy? Yeah, NVIDIA definitely. Oh yeah. definitely lost that one. Back on down. So you back underneath 900, so that's resistance. Is it moving by what, 10s or 20s? How is NVIDIA moving? How did I have it last time? Was it 20s? Oh, well, I did have it in the channel, didn't I? Let me see. Oh yeah, I did. So you rotated all the way up to that 900, and it looked like you're rotating right back underneath 900. So I see that. SMCI real quick. SMCI. Where's the? So pretty much 900. So yeah, definitely want to get away from that. Because 900 looks like it wants to go. Like you want to crack 900 and move back on down to those 8s. SPY rejection, boss. Let me see. Man, I'm trying to catch them all. I'm just trying to wait for that pushback on up towards that 513.50 to the 514.50. Because I mean, now you're underneath 514.50. But what I hope it's not trying to do is rotate itself back on up and out. Like I don't want it definitely doing that. I want to rotate and then fall back down. Definitely what I want on the SPY. All right, 512. Let me go ahead and raise 18. We don't need 18 no more for right now. Go ahead and delete that crap. But we nowhere near that. Take that off and take out the 520, which is what I was anticipating. We ain't got yet. All right, now we back down into this channel. And your tops is at 514.50. So your mids is 513.50. Tops is 514.50. So definitely want, because see, and then the thing about it, we already rotated on the upside. Now the next area is for us to rotate on the downside. So again, we already rotated up out of that channel. Now I want to see it rotate down out of the channel, which if we do come down, that's going to be around the 510s, 508s, because we already caught the upper rotation. Now I want to see the lower rotation. So that's why I'm keeping my eyes peeled on this. That's why I want to go back up towards these highs. See if we're going to get that push back up to the 513.50s before we do crack 5. Man, don't you start doing it. Don't start doing it. Don't start doing it. Push. I need that 512. I need that 513.50. I need to go back to this old support, which is now resistance. Hope we get it, man. Before we crack that 512, because you got room to fall. I mean, you definitely got room to fall. From 512 to 508, that's a $4 drop here. See, if we go back on up, that'll be $6. But I need to move up real quick. Go back on up, go back on up. Do your boy a favor. Market is still red. Everything is still in the red, so no green. The only thing we got green is Apple. That's it. Everything else is red, so that's why I'm saying the market is still bearish. So I do still have confidence in this drop coming. So I definitely want to see it move back on up. I definitely want to see it bounce back from 512.50 back up to 513.50, which is I'm trying to anticipate for it to happen without me chasing it. Because I want to see it go back up to 513.50. 514.50, somewhere in these little brackets where I can slowly get in, but I'm trying to do it before we come back down to this 512 again. Oh man, don't tell me it's about to. I hope it don't start cracking already, because I definitely want to make sure I'm into this when we catch this possible drop. Because I mean, again, it just looked like it's setting up the drop even lower. I mean, look at all these red candles. Boom, red candles. Boom, red candle. I mean, it's just bearish. I mean, the next areas, once you crack that 512.50, is around that 508.50. Because that's a strong support line. So it's like it's rotating right back into the 508s. So I definitely want to get in before, I'm waiting on the pushback on up. Because I don't want to buy right into this area, being a bear trap. I want to get right back into the bear, I want to get back into the bear territory. Man, don't you start cracking. Go back up, go back up, go back up, go back up. Bounce. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, triggered my alarm. Okay. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Uh-oh. So here we go on this bad boy. Yep, 9:15. Look like some resistance right there. Definitely trying to curl itself back on up because I know this area is still support until we lose it. So you're bouncing off, kind of like this candle here. You bounced off of 900, then you closed above 515, and then you went on a green candle. But we are going back on the downside. So will I get, man, at least 910 SMCI? Good God. At least give me that. Shoot, man. Keep playing my emotions. I mean, we caught 910 earlier. I was waiting for another. Oh, man, come on. Where we at right now? 902? Because all this one has to do is lose 900 and it drops. SPY just has to lose 512.50 and it drops. Man, you better not start dropping, man. Push, 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 push. Give me my little moves back on up first before you go on whatever move you want to go on. I don't care. Man. I'm hoping that it don't start dropping now, man, because I'm trying to get in. Because it almost looks like let me see. Still look like that cup and handle is still trying to form. Right here, cup, possible handle. See, I'm not trying to buy the bottoms because I know they're going to try to still bounce it back up. So they're going to try to bounce it back up to either between this 513.50 to 514.50. Somewhere in these brackets. Somewhere in this area. Oh, boy. SMCI, where we at? Still ain't touched that 5. Nope. 910 yet. Nope. Still ain't touched that one yet. Let me put another alarm. So I'm going to have to get up a little bit close to that 510. Let me do 508. 508, 508, 508. I'm trying to catch one of them. I'm just trying to SPY, I'm waiting for it to go back up. Even SMCI, I'm waiting to go back up. All right. Cool. So that'll put me close to 910 because I want between 910 and 915. So I definitely got my eyes peeled on that bad boy. So I want to definitely see. Because I might have to hold it for a week to see if we go lower, which is why I want it higher to see if we're going to catch a further fade back on down. Kind of like in a downtrend position. So it does look like it's in a downtrend setup in a sense, which is why I'm aiming for those levels. So if I do this, I kind of go this way. So we do have room to still run on up. Still have room to run back on up. So I do want to see another fade back on down. Lose 900, put us right back in these 8s. Slowly. Because this is the first green candle we had on the 30-minute on SMCI. What we doing up, SPY? Where we at? Still bouncing? Yeah, still bouncing. Okay. So that bad boy still pushing back on up. Okay, so he kind of going like a red to green. So that's what I was anticipating. All right, let's see where we go from here. Oh shoot, you know what? I forgot to put my. Is he gonna let me do it? Nope, he ain't gonna let me do it. Cause I was gonna try to put my channels back. So 512.50 is still holding. I want to see it run back on up to 514.50. Kind of rotate back on up. Rotate back on up to 514 to see if we're gonna hold that level. 514.50. Just go on a slow rotation back on up for that possible move back on down. So I'm gonna have to give it some time right now for that slow rotation back on up. Now we get a spike like we got yesterday. Remember how we got that random spike? Now we get that. I'm going for it. Because normally when you go on those hard spikes, you get a hard drop. I ain't missing that one like I did last time. I'm definitely not missing that spike again. If we was to do a hard spike right now, I would definitely be going for it. So right now, 1250 is still holding. It's going sideways. Trying to see it move back on up towards this 513.50. Back on up to 514. Kind of get a nice little rotation back on up. So just keeping this on watch, team. Still nothing on SMCI. Nope. Still just slow. Boom, boom, boom. Let me see. Let me get it on a 15-minute time frame because I could have seen it faster than that. Because I know 30-minute candles take a little bit longer to form. So let me look on the... Could I have seen that H pattern forming? Yeah, I still could have seen it on the 15. So up here, yep. Way right there. Caught that at that bounce. Boom, boom, boom. So we are going on another H pattern. You gotta let that little part build up. So let this part build up again when you get that second H coming up, because you already got this somewhat of this first H pattern. So I want to see this next one form, because this red with a little bit of bounce. So if you notice the downtrend pattern setting up, you'll have way more reds than you have green. So you'll get smaller areas of green, but majority be in red. So I'm waiting on this bounce to go back on up, something like this, where you get stuffed and you come right back on down. So I'm definitely going to wait for now that portion of that H to start forming. We'll move back on up. So that's got to be around 513.50-ish, because I don't think it's going to go. It may go all the way back up to 514.50. I doubt it, because it has to get back. It has to get past 513.50 to begin with first, because that's going to be strong support. Now you're underneath support. That's going to be strong resistance. So instead of 514, I have to go with 513.50. That's going to be the next area, because you can see how strong that support line was, and for that nice bounce back on up. So again, 513.50 is definitely a strong support and possible resistance area as well. So that's why I want to see a bounce back on up around that key area where we can get possibly rejected and then come back on down. So 513.50, I'm definitely having my eyes on it. So I know it's going to be a slow little grind on up. So 513.50, I'm definitely anticipating that. 513.50. Oh, man. God, I just wish I would have went for that swing, man. I still want to just smack myself for that one. I should have did it. I should have got in and I called it last night. I called it yesterday. Y'all was here. I called that. I should have jumped in, and man, that would have been the most perfect freaking swing trade, because I'd have been up $3,800 had I would have did that with only 2 contracts. That's the crazy part. Because you already got rejected, fail, rejected, fail, rejected, fail, rejected, fail, rejected, fail. So now I have to look at it on the bounce side. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Let's see. Okay, you bounce up. You had a nice red candle, but then you bounce back on up into this resistance and fell. So if we, because I'm trying to see what happens after the red candles. So how high does it go? Okay, you're going to a certain area. So we do bounce back up off this red candle, and once the next candle come in, where is the actual? Let me see something real quick. Cause right now we are bouncing back up, team. I told y'all 513.50. Keep that on. I'm gonna definitely keep that on watch, cause we are slowly reversing. Definitely keep my eyes peeled on that. Definitely keep my eyes peeled. Now, I'm not going to jump in on I don't call it a falling knife. I call it a raging. You know how, okay, on the downside, you'll call it a falling knife. Me, on the upside, I call it a raging rocket. Because you don't want to try to hop in on a rocket that's still blasting up for you to get blown up. So, I'm watching it slowly to see on these areas here. Because what I want to avoid is not a reversal, but a rotation. I want to avoid a rotation going back into that other channel. So that's why I want to make sure we stay in this channel and rotate down instead of rotate up. So I want to definitely make sure we stay in this channel and reverse this way. So I'm definitely keep my eyes peeled. I see him pushing, Here we go. So we're running up to that 513.50 mark, 513.50. So you gotta give it some time because it's gonna go sideways. Give it some time to see how high this bad boy gonna push. Here we go into this channel here. Definitely trying to go from red to green. So that's why I want to see how high this bad boy is going to go. Definitely keep my eyes peeled. Let's see who just hit me up. Sorry about that. I was the worst in 20 minutes. I was waiting on the bounce. Got in. Shitty entry. I'm out 520 and now it wants to go. Yeah, you got to give it some time. I mean, you got to give some time because you got to understand that you're going from one side to the next because as we was coming down, that was all bears, sellers. Now the reason why it takes long because now you have to wait for the buyers to step in, the bulls, and start pushing it back on up. Yeah, that's why I'm watching this rotation, boss. That's why I'm keeping my eyes peeled. Because that's why I'm not jumping in, on the push side, not right now for sure. Because I want to see if we're not going to get a rotation back up towards that 18 level. See, that's the thing I'm watching. That's why I'm keeping my eyes peeled. I was thinking about that too, Cisco. I was thinking about that. I said, what about we get a rotation back up? So I'm definitely keeping my eyes peeled on that because we could rotate back up to the upside. That's why I'm definitely watching to see what's going to happen at that 514 level. So you're already rotating at the bottom of that 512 to 514 because remember, this is your first channel. So you're rotating from the 514 to 512 to 512 back up to 514. So the rotation I'm talking about, team, is let me go back to it. Boom, 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 boom. And I'm sorry if I have lines. Don't judge me. All right. For the channels of, let me duplicate that, 520, 518. So let me put those back. Just in case, because I was thinking about that. I said, what about if it's trying to rotate back to the old channel? Now you're starting to go back this way. Oh, you mofo. Oh, you mofo. Where you at? Let me check my, crap. Is it setting it up like I want? Let me see. Where we at? Where we at? 510? 510? Let me see. Can I be running in? Let me make sure I got my contract set up. Let me see. Boy, that's why I love that alert, boy. Alert always keeping me posted. Alert always keeping me posted. Damn, now I gotta go back. I just want to say the contracts. Shoot, I'm gonna have to go back and go dig through it. I have it dated for the 19th of next week. Okay, contracts don't look bad. Okay, don't look bad. I'm just trying to stay in a good area with good volume. Okay, this one has 1,000. Let me check this one. I don't like that. I don't like that one. I do not like that one. It's expensive and I do not like that setup. It looks ugly as hell. Your open interest is 1,000. How high did we go? Let me see. All right. from 510 to 515. So I'm definitely watching this 510, 515 level. What's SPY doing? SPY still moving on up. Man, I gotta watch both. Put it like, okay, y'all watch SPY for me because I can't do both. So I'm trying to watch SMCI. If y'all don't mind doing me a favor, team, keep me uploaded on SPY. I'm trying to just see if I can set myself up for SMCI. So give me a minute. I'm just trying to get myself situated right now with this because I can't do both. I can't juggle them both. So please do me a favor if you don't mind. Thank you kindly. Thank you. Because it gets tough when you're trying to go from one stock to the other. You miss out on one and then you can't set yourself up properly. So thank you if you don't mind, team. Thank you. Because man, it gets a little stressful trying to hop from one to the next, you know. Because I gotta get a trade too. Hell, I'm helping y'all get a trade. I gotta get one. Shoot, I can't do both. I'm trying, man. I'm not no superhuman. I'm doing the best that I can. Doing this for y'all too, though. Doing this for y'all. Spike, Marty, I can see I can see my thing right here. Don't try to play with me. I can see this clearly right here. Nice try. Dirty mofo. Dirty dog. Ain't no way that spiked up that fast. Hell nah. And it's not even 12 o'clock yet and it's spiking at 11? Nah, wouldn't follow for that. You ain't, nice try. You catch that on the newbie trader. You ain't gonna do that with me. You ain't gonna do that on me, sir. All right, let me check out this pattern. Yeah, he tried. Yeah, see, but he gotta understand he wasn't gonna catch me on that one. Nice try. I know SPY all too well. Not to spike up that fast with no economic data, no nothing to give it a boost like that. I mean, I can see squeezes, but at 11, normally it's like after 12. You know, we'll see something like spectacular, doing something crazy. But right now it's still 11 o'clock. So people still in their trades. Half of them trying to get out of their trades before 12, and you already know the volume, yada yada yada. But I do expect it to run. Look, boom, where we at on SPY? How high did we go? Did we even hit? Nope. We came close to that 14 mark. I'm sorry, 513.50 mark. Came back up. Got rejected. 513.50. 513.50. SMCI, not yet. So 513.50, boom, 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 blah, 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 blah. We went up to it, but let me see what's gonna happen. I'm trying to see if I see an H pattern. I do see somewhat of an H pattern forming still. Let me see. Right here. And I did say 513.50, didn't I? Because I said we might not see 514. We may not because it's a Friday. And we may not. It may reverse right around this area back down again. We could slowly start to reverse. SMCI, I'm watching both. And see, I'm not getting what I want on SMCI. Look at this. Look at this. Didn't even hit the mark. You see what I mean? I had to say 510. I did not get 510. Here we go with this bull crap. Boy. Even SMCI not giving me what I want. Look at this. And it's falling already. I was aiming for 510. SPY was aiming for 513.50. They both ain't giving me nothing what I wanted. The target I wanted. Because how high did we go? 513 what? 42. So off by 8 cents. Let's see if it's not trying to. Let's see if we can crack this 512.50 though, too, team. Let's see if we're not trying to make a W. So I mean, definitely keep this on watch because you are in between this little channel of 513.50, 512.50. You are in a little dollar channel. SMCI, you dirty bro. You dirty MFer. Oh, you so dirty, bro. I so well. It fell down. It didn't give me my 910. I just can't win with these two stocks. I swear I can't win. Because I could have got in there it didn't go too well. That's because I got my contract extended out, so it's probably not going to move as much. Because I do see some more downside because on SMCI, because we bounced. We ran up to, what was this, 950-ish, almost 950. Got reversed, came right back on down. We do have a red candle. We're on a downtrend. So, if we do pop back on up, Where could that next candle open up at? Depending on where we close at on this candle. I mean, on this, this candle here on SMCI. Man, come on, man. I hope we don't start cracking 900 already. I was, I can't win. I cannot win with this. I cannot win with this chart right now. Cause what was the low on this contract? The low on this contract was 680. I mean, it didn't make too much of a big move yet. Well, now you want to make a big move. Now the buyers want to move up. As soon as I open my mouth, now it's moved up to like 7. I mean, but it's still not moving like big because the fact is I'm using the next week contract because, I mean, you're not going to probably get a lot of volume because it's so far out and more expensive. So let me see. Let me see how much I would have made had I would have caught that today's contract on SMCI. Let me see how much I would have been up now. If I would have used today's contract, I would have been up. Even that one not moving. Damn, that's a higher. That's weird that these are not moving. These contracts. I mean, they moved earlier, but it's like now they just kind of dashing out right now. Let me see. What was the low? 14. What's up? $4. Because I really don't want to use the contract today because I really want to hold it out to next week because I already know how SMCI likes to move. And it moves very slow. What was the low on this contract? 2. How high did we go? $8. So, I just don't want to get stalled out because I know how SMCI likes it moves slow sometimes. It goes sideways a lot. So I don't want to use today's contract and it just consolidates. See in this channel, you back in the same freaking channel. See this? Your channel, then you break on out. Channel. We could go down. We back in this channel again. See this? So that's why I don't want to get in SMCI just yet because it's in a sideways channel right now. See that right here? Up and down. Because we haven't cracked out of 900, nor haven't we broken out of 515. I mean, it rotated up. So I want to see if it's going to actually rotate down out of this channel. Like what I called on SPY to do. So keep this on watch to see how high we go. Oh, now we testing 513.50. Now we want to test it. All right, let's go back. All right, let's see. What was the bottoms? 518.50, right? 518.50 on that other channel, which was this, and this. So we were already in this channel. We rotated out of this channel back down to this channel. So I want to see. I want to see the rotation. I want to see if it's going to try to rotate back on up, or are we going to stay in this channel and rotate back on down? That's the $1 million question. Is what I want to see as we get into 12 o'clock. Is it going to try to rotate back up, or will we go all the way up to this top of this channel and actually rotate back on down? That's what I want to ask myself. So I want to see what's going to happen as we are rotating back on up around this 514.50 level. So I definitely want to keep my eyes peeled to see what's about to happen. You know, again, will we get stuffed at 514.50 and then rotate back on down? Or will we break out of 514.50 and actually rotate out of that channel back into this channel? But, because we are still rotating. We are still rotating from the 512.50s, trying to go back up to the 514.50s. So I'm definitely... Okay, I'm going to ask you guys, too, for y'all opinions. What do y'all think? I want to ask y'all opinion. What do y'all think SPY is trying to do? Do you think it's going to rotate back all the way on up towards the old channel, back up to the tops? Or do you think we're going to get stuck there around 514.50 again and then rotate back on down? What do y'all think? What do y'all think it's going to do? I want to ask you for y'all opinions, too. What do y'all think is going to happen on SPY? Because, again, we already rotated out of this channel, back down to this channel. Again, don't get me wrong, it's a possibility. You know, don't count it out. You can still rotate from out of this channel of 514, 512 back on up towards this channel here. It's a possibility. Because we just seen it rotate out of this specific channel over and over and over again. See, if we go back, see that? You fall out of that channel, you go back in that channel. See that? You fall out of it, back in it. Even on the upside, you break out of it, you fall back in it. You fall out of it, you go back in it. So that's why I'm trying to see exactly for today, because it likes to rotate around these two specific channels. You either go from this channel back up to this channel, or you go from this channel back up to this channel. It rotates between these two freaking channels. So that's why I'm trying to anticipate to see, okay, we're going to try to attempt to rotate back up to this channel again, or when we get stuck at 514.50 to say it's a Friday, and actually rotate back down out of the channel. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. Where is it, where's the rotation is going to be? Is the rotation is going to be basically back to the upside, or is the rotation going to be back to the downside? Oh, this $1 million question. I know it's $1 million question, because we done it before. That's why I'm saying that, Marty, and Coldplay and y'all. So so Amazon is ripping back on up. Where we at? So we up. Engineer, you already know what I'm about to ask. Engineer, you know what I'm about to ask. Where is Nvidia rotating back to? Where is it rotating back to? We talked about this yesterday. I told you it would probably happen. I told you. It rotates around a specific number over and over and over. It rotates around. Coldplay, engineer, I'm going to ask y'all to see who answers it first. What number is it rotating back around? We talk about exactly. Told you. I told you at 900, it rotates around. I told you. 900. Fall out of it. When you return back to 900. Fall away from it. When you return back to 9. I told you. Nah, no trades yet, boss. I was anticipating SMCI. I was trying to. It messed me up since yesterday, man. Because the main area I wanted to go for a swing trade was since 960 for the pull back on down. It just been playing around with me. I thought we was going to break out of 940 and run up to 960, which I was going to go in for a swing trade back on down to 900. But it never got it because it kept getting stuffed at 940. So it played me on that one. I could have went for a swing trade yesterday on SPY because I did call that out. And you remember everybody telling everybody SPY was on a downtrend. And we did spike all the way on up around 518, 19-ish right here. And I could have went on a damn swing and I would have made 3,800. Oh, boy. I know, team. Don't curse me out. don't curse at me, please. I know I could have did it. I know. And the reason why I'm sitting back, team, as far as SPY, because if you notice, every time we go on a nice red candle, we have a nice little move back on up. We have a nice red candle. We have a nice move back on up. That's why I'm just watching closely to see what's going to happen around this 514 mark as we move back on up. Because if you notice, you go for a big green candle. Big red candle to a green candle. Nice red candle to a green candle. So that's why I'm watching closely and carefully to see if this is not trying to do the same thing when we go on another, it looks red, but then your next candle's following that is green. So you go red and then green, red and then green. So that's why I'm watching closely to see if those buyers are trying to get back on top of 514.50 before that next 1 o'clock candle comes and actually start to bounce on top of that 1 o'clock candle and move back up this way. So I'm definitely watching that to see if that's what they're trying to do as we getting closer and closer to 12 o'clock. Because I do see some lower shadows on these candles on my 180 where buyers do step back in and hold right on up on that same channel where they push it back on up. See that? And you rotate back on up. So it does look like they're trying to do that. So I'm keeping my eyes peeled to see what's going to happen right now. To see what we close out at, to see what those buyers are going to try to hold. So I'm definitely keep my eyes peeled to see if they're trying to replay this again, where, you get a nice red candle, but then you go from a green candle and you rotate right back up to this channel here. You go from that channel 514, 512, back up to 518, 520. So if you notice that, it rotates out of that channel, down to this channel, back into this channel. Same thing here. It comes out of that channel, back into this channel, back into that channel. Same thing again. It rotated out of this channel, back into this channel, for a possible movement back into that channel. So that's why I want to see if it's going to set up the same exact way, or are we dumping today. I just want to see, are we going to rotate back on up, or are we going to get stuff at 514.50 and come back on down? That's what I want to see. The only difference today is we have an arc pattern setting up from yesterday into today. That's the only difference. Any other time, we was kind of like on a U-shape pattern, U-shape pattern, U-shape pattern, which I seen that. But here, it's like an arc. So that's why I say it might be a little different today. Because any other time, like I said, you U-shaped your way back on up. See that? You U-shaped your way back on up. You had a nice little pattern where you can see the U. But today, it's not that, where you can see more of an arc down. Oh, this is going to be a little tricky. It's going to be a little tricky. Because the only way I can see a U-shaped pattern, you know, going from Friday to Monday, is if you fall back on down and you U-shape back on up. I can see that pattern forming. So that's why I said the way this is pattern forming now, I see more of a downside though. I see more of a downside doing this, and back up to this. I can put it like this. I can see this pattern forming, team. This is what I can see due to that arc. I see this. I'm gonna show you exactly what I see. I see. I'm sorry, where my pen at? Ooh, yeah. I see this to this. I see that. I see that pattern because I see the rotation because you due to that arc. I see that arc for a rotation on down to 508.50, back on up to this channel, possibly back on up to this channel. I do see that pattern forming. I see that. So that's why I'm anticipating. I think we may rotate down instead of up due to that arc. That's the only reason why that looks like a cup and a reversal cup and handle pattern. So I think that we could be actually reversing down this way instead of up this way. And again, that's due to this pattern, this arc. Because any other time, if you put your days together, you had a U-shaped pattern. You see that? Any other time, you always had a U-shaped pattern. If you put all your days together, a U-shaped pattern. Here, I see an arc that's pointing down this way from Friday into Monday, where it looked like we can crack underneath 512.50, back on down to these lows for the reversal back on up going into Monday of next week, you know, back into these channels here. But I do see a reversal back down. I'm just going to be honest. That's what I see. I see a reversal still going down. That's just personally me what I see. So, you know what? I'm going to stick to my thought process. And you know what? I'm going to try to make something happen. I'm just going to be real. I know, but what I'm saying is rotating out of this channel back into this channel. But the fact is, when we were rotating, we had those arcs, boom, back on up, boom, here we go. But in order for us to do this, we're gonna have to fall. We're gonna have to make a U shape back on up though. See that? We have to U shape our way back on up to that channel. Here, just a straight drop down. You see how it took 2 days? We fell out of that channel, and it took from Friday. What day was this? Wednesday to Thursday, and then you U-shape back on up. So, with that being said, the only other problem, since y'all said that, Gert, that you might get stuck in the channel. So you might get stuck in the channel where you channel back on up versus dropping on down. So that could happen too. So as long as you stay in that channel 514, 512, you can channel from Friday into Monday. So that can happen. If not, if you crack 512.50, you can come out of it back down to 508 and then you shape back on up. But as of now, the way that this pattern is setting up like this, I mean, to me, that's just pointing on down. If you don't crack 512.50, the only other thing I can see is a channel pattern setting up for Monday for a possible pop back on up where you like kind of U-shape and go back up to 518. That can happen. I mean, it's different ways to look at it. It's so many. I mean, I could break like 4 of them down in one. Like I can watch. I mean, I could definitely break this down to you in different patterns right now. With this arc pattern being set, you can either hold 512.50 going into Monday, where you can U-shape your way right back on up into this 1820 mark. That's one. Let me go out of this. 2, you can crack 512.50 all the way down to 508.50, rotate back into the channel 512, 514, back on up to 518, 520. That can happen. Another setup. I mean, like I said, different ways to look at it. We could, I mean, depending on, again, the volume today, as we are getting closer and closer, you can easily start to just simply rotate from that channel back up into this channel. I mean, it's just different ways it can go. Right now, I do see downside. I mean, me personally, I'm going to stick to the downside. I mean, I still think that we're going to start to, it just still looks bearish to me. I mean, it still looks bearish. I'm going to just be honest. But I know how powerful this channel can be because, I mean, we done seen us stay stuck in this channel over and over and over where you hold this channel for a few days, then you either pop on out of it or break out of, crack it. So I already know how this channel can act. Trust me, I already know. But we are still getting weak underneath that 513.50. I still see somewhat of a cup and handle pattern, which is why I'm still sticking to the bearish side for today. And again, only due to the way that it's set up from yesterday to today, I see an arc, which makes an upside down cup, which makes this bounce a handle for a rejection on down. So I still see a cup and handle pattern. I mean, that's just me. I do see a cup and handle pattern setting up, reverse cup and handle pattern when you, again, this is your cup upside down. This is your handle from the bounce of 512.50 for the run up to 513.50 for the rejection right back on down. So I still see a reversal, inverse cup and handle. I'm just going to be honest. So me personally, with that red candle, and like I said, I mean, I know we get green candles afterwards. It just gonna, I mean, to me, the pattern just setting up different this time. It's not setting up like your other days where you went on a U-shaped pattern. This one is arcing on down. So that's why I feel a little different for today. Because we already got a U-shaped pattern when you went from 518, 520 down to 514, 512. We already did this already. See that? We already came from this channel down to this channel, back up to this channel. We did this already. Now we're doing the opposite. We're reversing the opposite way. So that's why I'm just keeping my eyes peeled on this specific area. Because I still see a cup and handle, an inverse cup and handle pattern forming. Which is why I hate trading on Fridays. Because it is very difficult. So SMCI, where we at on SMCI? Did it go back up to my mark? I still haven't got it yet. Still waiting, being patient. Because I do see this setup on SMCI. So we can close underneath 515. If we close underneath, we can open up underneath, which will add weakness. So that'll be more of a resistance. So what time it is right now? Oh shit, we still got an hour to go though. Because I want to see how this candle is going to close. Are we going to close on top of 515? Or we're going to stay underneath 515. Because if we stay underneath 515 by 1 o'clock, once that next candle come in, that's going to hold up as resistance. So I got a damn near an hour to go to see where we close out on here. Okay, we're still on a downtrend. It's still downtrendish. I mean, I still see that. Where we at on NVIDIA? Back underneath 900, huh? So even with NVIDIA, see NVIDIA's back underneath 900. So if you close out and come in with the next candle, you'll be closing underneath 900 for a possible fade to still go on down. Because you're underneath that 900 mark. But you got an hour to go because anything can happen. But as long as you stay underneath 900 and close underneath 900 by 1 o'clock, that next candle is going to open up underneath 900. So still haven't went up to my mark that I wanted. Because every time I think it's going to hit it, it just, let me see where we at right now. See, 510. So now you're bouncing on top of this VWAP. So I still wanted 915. Because right here I can see exactly where that resistance is, 915. And 915 makes a lot more sense. So you hit 915, you fall. You hit 915, you fall. Which is why I want to see a bounce back up to 915, which looks like a cup and handle, inverse cup and handle pattern. So that's why I'm just trying to stick to my patterns. So again, you can clearly see an inverted cup and handle without me even drawing it. You can just see the cup, upside down cup. You see the handle from that 910 to 915 for a reversal back on down. So all I'm doing is anticipating 915 retest again because we already tested before. You can see right here. Go back up. I want to see us get rejected and then come back on down. So I'm definitely keep my eyes peeled though. Eyes peeled. SPY, follow the trend. I've been following the trend. That's why I missed my move. See, I've been following the trend, Nuno. I got the same exact chart you got. Except I got the 980 chart. You using the regular intraday. See, even on my 980, I can see the downtrend. I just missed my tops, which was pissing me off because tops is what you want. Because that's clearing you and making sure you have way more reward than risk. See, when you're down here, it's somewhat more of a risk than a reward because it can go either which way. But when you're already catching these tops, you're pretty much safe. It's just a little tough when you're down here. That's the only area. It's just a little bit more tough the lower you go because resistance is all the way up here. That's the only issue, which it does still look like it wants to make a descending wedge though, now that I see that. Wait a minute. Hold up. But no, y'all gonna start making fun of me. You know what? I don't want to curse on my live. I really don't want to curse on my live. But just imagine what you think I would say in my head to you in person. Fine. You know what? All right, let's do this. I mean, I know where my line's at. Y'all jackasses. I know where my line's at. Since y'all want to be funny. All right. I know where the line's at. So, okay, cool. You know what? I'm gonna take my lines off. I'm gonna let y'all do the lines on your own. So I know where the line's at. So since y'all want to play, I'm gonna take the lines off. I'm gonna just keep my trend line, my downtrend. I'm gonna keep my line, but I'm gonna keep it as my target. 850. 50850. He's in New York, Nuno. He's supposed to be going live as soon as he gets to his hotel. So he is heading to New York. So for all the people that didn't know what AK-47 was, yes, he's flying out to New York, and he did say he was gonna go live once he gets to his hotel room. Shout out to AK-47. Shout out to the team that's going to NYC. I do hope y'all be safe, man. Many prayers for y'all. Pray for a safe and blessed safe trip for y'all, and I hope to pray that y'all do come back safe. So definitely keep that in prayer. I got y'all. But yeah, Nuno, you see my chart now? You dirty mother. Now you see my chart without my lines. A-hole. now you see the setup. See, every time you hit the top portion, reject it. Matter of fact, I can change that to red because that'll be resistance. I can do that. I can definitely do that. Red, boom, boom, boom. Red trend line, boom. And my green for the bounce, for the support line. There you go, boom. There it is. So, you can see here, every time we hit, we fall, we hit, we fall, we hit, we fall, we hit, we fall. Every time we come down to these bottoms, we bounce, we come down to the bottoms. So the bottoms on this line will be close to where? 805.50. I say 805. 508.50. I say that backwards. 508.50. So we know what resistance are, and you still got room to fall back down to this line here, which is lining up right with 508.50. So, but we definitely need to crack 512.50 because every time you hit 512.50, you go back on up. 512.50, you go back on up. So 512.50, you definitely, bears need to definitely take out 512.50 in order for us to get to 508.50. So if we do this, we would have to take out, let me see, because top's 520 as of now. 520, you can see right here, rejected. Below 512.50, crack 512, back down to 508.50. So right now, we do have our red candle. As of now, we still in the need. Where we at now? 513.50. So I'm gonna do it without my lines since y'all won't be smart asses. So I'm gonna so I know I can still get in my plays. I know my numbers at my prices at since y'all wanna be funny. So don't worry about my lines. You make your own lines. since y'all wanna be funny, make your own lines. So right now, okay, without my lines, okay, can y'all see the channels then? Where it's gonna rotate to, back and forth, since y'all need my lines? So, where we rotating to then? Where we going? I'm gonna ask y'all. I ain't got no lines on that no more. So, feel free to let me know. I mean, I know where they at, but do you know? I ain't no, cause y'all want to make fun of my lines. I ain't saying nothing no more. I'm being quiet. Nope. Y'all want to make fun of my lines. I know. I can see it. Since y'all want to be funny, say bring them back. See how it look? Nah. Look how naked it looks without those lines. You see that? Now you see how important those lines are? See that? Mm-hmm. Now you see how important those lines are now, huh? Now I bet you gonna love it. Yeah, buddy. All you see now is the trend line. You don't see no, the only lines you see is 508.50. And matter of fact, to make that fun, you know what? I'm gonna do it more challenging. Let me take it off. Let's do that. All we're gonna have is our trend lines. Let's see. Now y'all tell me and let me know where we going on Spy. Without my lines involved, y'all let me know. Where we going, team? Where are we going? Are we going up? Are we going down? Are we rotating? Where we rotating at? Where we rotating down to? Y'all gotta let me know. Where the numbers at? Where the prices? What we doing? Oh man. You see how naked that chart looks, how it looks now without the lines, huh? Looks weird. Going to the moon, diamond hands. Hey, I'm taking my. Hey, y'all want to make fun of me on my lines? I took my lines off. So I'm gonna let y'all. The only line I'm gonna keep is my downtrend. I'm gonna let y'all figure everything else out. So I'm gonna let you figure out your entries. I'm gonna let you figure out your exits. I'm gonna let you figure out your resistance. I'm gonna let you figure out your supports. Where we rotating to? Y'all tell me. You tell me. Like I said, I know where the numbers at. I ain't saying nothing. I'm gonna let y'all figure it out, team. Y'all got this. Y'all got this. I believe in you. Y'all got this. And I'm gonna make it even more challenging. I'm taking off the 50-cent increments so y'all can't see nothing but the whole numbers itself. I'm gonna let y'all figure everything out. Let's do this. Let's do this, team. Come on. Let's do this together. let's do this together. Let's make it happen. No more lines. We're gonna just use our visions to envision these areas. We're gonna do this together. I'm gonna ride with y'all. I ain't gonna leave y'all hanging. I'm gonna ride with y'all. We're gonna do this. Like I said, I'm doing it too. I ain't got no lines. I ain't got nothing to look at but, the lines I got in front of me. That's it. So let's see. Where are we going, team? Without no lines. Let's see where we go. Let's just use our visions right now. Let's just see. It looks so different without them lines, huh? So different. Y'all don't know where the channels are at. You don't know where the reversals are at. You don't know where the rotations are at. It looks naked as hell, don't it? Straight buck naked. Oh, man. This is so funny. As a panicking now. Let me say so 9. Wait, what? 9, 13, and 20 EMA are the same spot. Does that mean anything? I mean, yeah. I mean, it can hold up as support because your 9 EMA is crossing over to 20. Yeah, it does mean something because that means that we found support somewhere. The buyers found support. So, because what you want your indicators to do, especially your blue EMA, is to go back up to the top because anytime you're on the top, the blue EMA is the leader. That's what helps spies move on up. So once you start to see that crossover, that means that we're finding support. But without my line, Cisco, since y'all want to make fun of me, where is the support at right now? I know where it's at, but do you know where it's at? Y'all want to be some smart asses. I'm going to let y'all do it. Let's go. Give me a number. Where's the number? Nope. I'm talking about right now. We know 5, 12, 15. He said, how I'm gonna punish Nuno, boss? He looking at the same one. I'm gonna punish him. He looking at the same exact chart. There you go. Coldplay got it. Boom. Somebody was paying attention. 513.50. There it is. Shout out to you, Nuno. Okay, y'all want the lines back? I'll put them back. Do y'all want them back? Hey, if anything, attack Nuno. He started it. He started it. I mean, I'm just asking y'all, do y'all want the lines back? I'll put them back if y'all want them back. Yeah, as long as we stay underneath that 513.50 queen, that's gonna continue that cup and handle pattern. See, boom, cup and handle, boom, cup, boom, handle, boom. So definitely keep your eyes peeled for that possible move on down. We should be reversing. Do I see an H pattern? Something like this? I do see it. I think I do, but it's sideways. Yeah, I'm about to put it back. I got y'all, man. But I'm trying to say, I think I do see an H pattern forming. Right. Oops. Something like this, but it's sideways. Something like that around at 13. Because I do see these somewhat of an H pattern almost, look like. And I can see it on the 15-minute time frame. It does look like another H pattern about to set itself up. All right, let me put the lines back. And yeah, like I said, they want to make fun of me and my lines. Ain't that something, boy? Now y'all need them lines back. How ironic. Funny. That was too funny. I got y'all though, man. I got y'all. Hey, like I said, blame Nuno. Hey, it was Nuno's fault. Hey, he don't have something to say about it. I never said nothing. I had my lines. And, hey, jump on Nuno. Get him. Nah, man, I love Nuno. I got y'all. I'm gonna put the lines back. Boy, y'all were losing y'all minds without those lines, boy. Ain't that something? Y'all was going crazy. So let me put it back to the little channel we just had. Let me set it up real quick. So it's 913.50 was the mid area, right? All right, let's go. Let me put just 2 so it don't be too thick. All right, so 513.50. All right, let's duplicate that and let's do 512.50. That'll be your bottoms where you bounce that. Boom, boom, boom. Shout out.
Nuno tipped
$2
put them lines back.
Oh, that's what I gotta do to get tips. So I gotta erase some lines. That's how I gotta get money out of y'all. I gotta erase lines and be like, man, if y'all tip me a certain amount, I'm gonna put lines back. Oh man, that's funny. That is too funny. I make tips off of lines, man. Y'all making my hustle. Man, I'm creating hustles in here. Hustle hard, hustle. Oh yeah, $1 per line. Facts. Damn, that's how I gotta start my hustle now, huh? Man, what you do? Man, I sell drugs. Man, what you do? Man, you know, I just do a little stuff on the side. How you make your money? You know, man, I sell these lines, you know what I'm saying, on in my charts. You know, that's how I make my hustle. You know, I don't do drugs, but I do lines, and it ain't cocaine. Oh, snap. I make money off of lines, and it ain't that booger sugar. Yeah. Oh man, that was fun. Oh man, stop Coldplay, don't do that. It ain't that LeBron powder. Alright, now y'all see it. Now y'all see y'all lines. Now you see the channels. Now y'all see how important them lines are. Now that y'all see my chart naked. Now y'all see on how important these lines are. Ooh, now y'all can see it, don't y'all? Looks so much better, don't it? Boom! Hold up. Ooh. I already thought ahead of y'all. Bow. I already thought ahead of that. I blame Active because he always throwing pizza in my face, so he made me hungry. I blame Active. Active always throwing pizza in my face. I say, what would Active do? Pizza. So I did it. Yep, I ordered me some pizza. I was good to go, boy. I got that stuffed crust with the cheese in the middle. Oh, what? And then sometime if I'm even more hungry, I might get some of those buffalo wings. I get the spicy garlic too. Man, just. But I ain't gonna lie. My favorite restaurant. With me and AK and talked about this over. Oh man, briskets. Oh, hoops, don't do that. Oh, then it's a Friday too, and it's the best time to barbecue on the weekend. Oh, all right, here come the drop team. So here come that cup and handle pattern that we talked about. Let's see if we get this cup and handle starting to form soon, because we underneath 513.50 team. Let's see if we start to get that pullback. What time it is? 12:02. So we got another hour before the next candle form. So let's see if we can stay underneath this 513 within an hour. 514 within an hour. So once the next candle does form on my chart, that'll basically open us up underneath resistance. So let's see. So oh shit. Let me excuse me. I forgot I changed my my chart. Crap. I forgot to change my chart. I was looking at SMCI. I forgot I had to switch back over to SPY. Crap. I was about to jump in the wrong stock. I was like, ooh, wait a minute. I was like, wait a minute. All right, let me see. I might start adding though. I might start getting myself ready because it does look like we're going to be setting up. So, because I can see a possible. Queen, you got in already? Matter of fact, also let me double check my contracts. I'm slipping. Check my contracts. Make sure I got the right contracts too. Make sure I'm on the right side of momentum and everything. So right now we are getting this little downtrend still. Boom, boom, boom. Hit, fall, boom, hit, fall, boom, hit, fall. We are still slowly downtrending still. I do see somewhat of an H pattern forming on the 15-minute time frame. So let's take a little look at here. And as y'all see, and I told y'all around at 513.50, and everything seems to be working so far as of now that I called out. So 513.50, that's that handle I was talking about after that cup. So around 513.50, 513.50 is that handle. So cup and handle, well, I did call it. I told you, possible. I seen the cup right at 512.50, and I said once we get that bounce, we'll run up to 513.50, and then boom, possible handle coming back on down. So I do see that is slowly forming, bounced off of 512.50, 512.50. Because you can see it right here. Look in the past. I mean, even though we came down to 512, where did we recover? 512.50, boom, bounce back on up. Where we fell around 512.50, boom, back on up. So what we have to do is lose, especially 512 in general. 512, because okay. Think about it, well, who asked me that? Yeah, Cisco. So if you think about it, if you go by twos, SPY normally moves by twos, right? Because we lost 518, down to 516, down to 514, and what's the next area to go? 512. You lose 512. What's the next area after that? 510. You lose 510. It goes down to my target that I called out was 508.50. Why am I so pressed on 508.50? Let me show you why. The reason why I'm so pressed on 508.50 is because 508.50 was one of the main reasons of why we took off in the first place. So we go back on the old chart that we had. So let me stretch out 508.50. Let me make one for the bottoms. Duplicate. Let's go to 508.50. Boom, 508.50. Boom. Go ahead and extend that across the board. Extend to the left. And as you can see, 508.50, resistance on top of 508, support. And I can definitely see a rotation back down to where? 508.50. So that's why, if you can see that, you can clearly see that. Look at that, rotation, back on up, back on down. Boom, 508.50. Left from 508.50, trying to come back down to where? 508.50. So think about, put it like this, Nuno, Cisco, and all of y'all. If we look at this 180 chart, think of 108.50 as that overall pivot, like the biggest pivot on SPY, because you left from it, you coming back to it. You leave from it, where else you gonna come back to? 508.50. So if you notice, 508.50 is very, like I said, it made a whole difference in the market, because the minute you got above 508.50, boom, boom, you went on a run from 508.50, ran all the way on up to 520. And that was what? Off of where? 508.50. So look how powerful 508.50 is. So to the point is you go from 508.50 and run all the way up to 520. So that right there tells you on how powerful 508.50 is. Because you hit 508.50, you run. 508.50, you run. 508.50, you run. So now, where's the area that the market is trying to return back to? 508.50. So that's why I've been calling it out. That's why I've been so obsessed with 508.50. So that's why I've been calling it out like crazy. 508.50. So right now, I'm just hoping, man, I hope we make a move and we crack underneath this 512.50. 512, 512.50. Is because the reason why I'm saying it is that'll get us out of this channel. Because I don't want to get stuck in a freaking channel going from Friday into Monday. And I'm going to tell you why. You can see this channel right here. You've been stuck in this channel before. You came out of it, fell back, and went right back into it. You popped up, back into it, up, back into it, fell out of it, back into it, broke out, back into it. So that's the only issue that I'm going to have with this part right here is we need to crack out of this because I don't want to be in a consolidated damn channel from Friday into Monday, especially if I'm going to do a swing trade. I definitely want to fall out of this because I am anticipating a drop from 512.50 on down to my intended target of 508.50. So, again, I don't want to get caught in the channel because I'll be sitting there consolidated. I want to either see a breakout above that channel where you return back to the seat. That would have been a perfect put opportunity because if you think about it from a rotation standpoint, you rotated out of that channel just to come back into that channel. So if you looked at it on a rotation standpoint, you could have got in on the put. Just say you got in on the put yesterday around 518, 519 in order for us to rotate where? Back down to 514, 512. Because that would have been a great profit from the 518s back down to the 512. That's just like a $6 move. So all you want to do now is either, again, catch it out of the rotation on the upside or the downside to see us return back to it. So right now, we are in a channel. I mean, you can clearly see this. 514.50, 512.50, channel to either break out or crack down. But other than that, consolidation, channel. So that's why I'm keeping my eyes peeled to see what's going to happen. Are we going to start to crack 512 and move down to a lower level? Or will we break out of 514.50 and move on up? So right now, again, this is a consolidated situation right now. Consolidated situation. It's the channel. I mean, you just have to face facts with facts. I mean, you can see it clearly. We've been through this before in that same specific area. 514, 512. Channel. Until you either break above and go back into the 18s and 20s. Which, let me go ahead and put my lines for those because I know y'all was going crazy. 518.50 to 520. That's also your top channel. So that's above that. And duplicate that and up to 520.50 or 520? Let me see. Let me try 520.50-ish. Yeah, it makes sense. All right, cool. So that makes sense. So you're going from this channel on down to this channel. So let me just take off this line here. So I'm going to just look at it from two channel standpoints. So you got this channel here, here to here. Boom, boom, boom. All right. And you also got, duplicate that, this channel here. So all you're doing is simply rotating channel to channel. You're going from this channel down to this channel, down to this channel, back up to this channel, back up to this channel, back down to this channel. It's just rotating back and forth around these two specific areas. 520, 512. That's all it's doing. 520, 512, 512, 520, 520, 512. It's just rotating back and forth around this crap. That's all it's doing. It's just rotating until we either break and get back above these areas or break below and get back to another new low area. Yeah, see? So even if I expand this out, extend it, watch, go to the left, extend left. I mean, you can see it even once we scroll back. Extend left. All right, boom. Now let's go back. Look at this. Oh, let me go back to a 30. 30-minute time frame. We are pulling back down. We are pulling back down. So Nvidia's cracking. Oh, that means whatchamacallit cracking, ain't it? I ain't start cracking yet. We still underneath that 513.50 team. Now we're coming back down to the 513s. We're losing 513. Slowly moving back down this way. All right, let's see that crack of that 512.50. Let's see. Let me go back to my 30-minute time frame. All right, cool. So you can see right here, channel. You break on out, fall through it, come right back in it. Channel. You break on out, fall through it, come back in it. Channel. Now you back down to the bottom channels. So all it's doing is rotating. That's all it's doing. So I still want to go for a put, but I definitely want to see us crack that 512 because I do not want to be just stuck in this consolidated bull crap. So that's the only thing. Like I want to. That's why I said once you went on this rotation, it took you out of that channel into this channel, but you got rejected and then rotated back down to this channel. So that would have been a good put opportunity, but now you back in this channel, which is consolidation until you crack out of this area and then back on down. Oh, we are getting weak. Here we go. All right, let me look at my contracts now. All right. Because I definitely want to, because I mean, the way, like I said, the way that this is arcing, it just does look, it look like it wants to rotate down because we already rotated up. So it's like the next area I would believe is for us to rotate down towards the 508 where you can hold this as support and rotate back on up. So that's what I'm anticipating for the rotation down out of that 512.50 mark on down to the 510s to the 508s. So I am anticipating that. I am anticipating a rotation on out of this channel on the downside, back on up between next week maybe. But yeah, I'm definitely seeing a rotation out because you already know how these channels act like magnets. Because the minute you leave out of it, you're going to return back to it eventually. You leave out of this 512, 514 mark, you're eventually going to rotate right back into it like a magnet. Same thing here. You felt you broke out of 512, 514, and you went right back into it like a magnet. So it works on the upside, and it also works on the downside. Me personally, I'm looking at it on the downside because, again, due to this arc, and we already rotated up, now the next area is for the rotate down. So we crack that 512.50, we go all the way back on down, out of 512.50 to 510, 5.8, again, to my intended target of 508.50. So that's what I'm anticipating, team. I'm anticipating that. Let me stop running my mouth and set myself up for my should I do a week out or should I just do avoid the consolidation is what I'm saying. Should I do a week out or should I do Monday's contract? Monday's contract is the 19th, right? No, yeah. Wait. No, 15. 15. Yeah, Monday's the 15th. And like I said, Coldplay, once we crack, I mean, it's going to take us out of that channel. But like I said, the way everything is setting up, you already rotated up yesterday. Because normally when you rotate, how your rotation goes? Up, down, right? So we already went up. So the next area of rotation is actually down. So we already rotated up. I'm anticipating for us to rotate down. So that's what I'm anticipating for a rotation down this time because we already caught the rotation up yesterday for the rotation down today. And it looked like it wants to do it. So I'm definitely setting myself up. I need some good cut. I need some good. All right, this one is at 5. Let me see how it look. Because bump that. I'm going for it. I don't care. y'all don't have to. I'm doing it. But I do because I'm still anticipating the movement down. I mean, could be right, could be wrong, but I'm gonna take a chance. It is what it is. So, and I did extend my contract out to the 15th, just to avoid any time decay. So, just in case we do be channeling until something happens. So, I did extend it out till Monday. So, I do see. Let's see. That looked like an H pattern too. Matter of fact, Let's see. We see a H pattern setting up for that leg on down for a further leg for a further hit. Let's see. Ah, come on. It does look like an H pattern forming right here. So once we crack, we should be heading on the next leg down. So 512.50 should be going in a minute. Because I do see an H pattern even on a 3 minute. Boom. Crack that 512.50 on down to the next leg. Because it does look like an H pattern setting up. I see red. It still looks bearish to me. So I think so. I don't like SPY. I want to trade. Why you don't like SPY, engineer? SPY is like one of the easiest things to trade. I mean, all I do is call out patterns and look how it's doing. Boom, called it out, H pattern. Boom, cup and handle. Boom, there you go. See, it's easy to call it. It's not hard at all. It's very simple. And again, my intended target is 508.50. I'm still anticipating that bad boy is so ripping. God dog it. I'm just too busy running my mouth. All right, go back. Hey, give me that pullback. Because I ain't trying to buy high. Hell no. Damn, the VWAP all the way to the 5. Damn. Maybe 550? I might catch a pullback to that. Because I don't want to chase this bad boy. Because I want to make separate orders. All right, pull back. All right, go back up. All right, cool. I want to try to get as low as I can. Because, damn, the VWAP ain't all the way on my contract all the way to 5. That bad boy already at 6. So maybe if I go halfway, maybe? If I go half, could he catch me in the $50 mark? I could do that. Because that bad boy is about to, I'm telling you, cup and handle, that inverse cup and handle pattern, I called it. And what time it is? Right at that bottom. Come on. Oh, damn, it didn't catch my order. Because I'm telling you, I'm going to tell you exactly what my target is. Look, boom, 508.50. I'm still going to keep my intended target. I'm going to write target again. Target, 508.50. Show it to the left, right, whatever. Boom, target, 508.50. So I'm still anticipating that damn target. I am not taking my eyes off of this. Boom. Inverse cup and handle. I told you. Inverse cup and handle. Inverse. Don't ever doubt me. Rotate. I told you that rotation, baby. Boom. We already caught the up rotation. Now we got to catch a lower rotation. I told you. As I told you. Quinn, we was already alerting this. Me and you was already alerting this. We told him what time it was. we told him what time it was. I ain't gonna lie, I love SPY, because man, especially with SPX, you can make a shit ton of money. Just being honest with you. That's why I love it. I want some more of it. Shout out to you, Cold Place. What I'm talking about. Now we underneath 512.50. Now we underneath that bad boy. About to lose 512. And then after 512, you already know what's next. 510. After 510, you already know what's next after that. 508.50. Give me my target. 508.50. Give me my target. I got my line set right here. I should change it a different color. You know, because I want that to be like a finish line color. Because that's what I'm aiming for. So instead of green, let me put it white. Like a finish line. I'm going to put it white. I'm going to put it in white. Because that's going to be the finish line I want. And then that's going to be the area you're going to... Put it like this. This is going to be the area it's going to pull down to as far as your trend line. See that? Look what's pulling down to. Boom. Green trend line. Where's it pulling down to? Boom. Green trend line. So you have room to fall to where? Boom. Green trend line. Where's the green trend line at? 508.50. Man. I called it. I called it. I gotta have some fun though, man. I mean, it's a Friday, you know. I don't want people to be going crazy. Where's the view up on this still? I was aiming for 5. I don't know if it's gonna go all the way back. I might have to go to 550 if we do get a little shoot. Ah shit, I might have missed it. I don't think it'll go back up to that low. Nope, it didn't go all the way back. Come on, man. Shoot back up to 512.50. Come on. There you go. 512.50. Let's see what's going to happen. What time it is? Is it pulling back? Yeah, man, let me cancel my order, see if it's going to go a little bit lower. See if we're going to bounce off that 512 real quick. Let me see what's going to happen at 512. Let me keep my eyes peeled on 512 real quick before those bears move in again, because I already know. Get that little pop back on up real quick. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Give me down, give me down. I want to get as low as I can. There we go, pulling. There we go, baby. Give me at least 5. I'm going to put in a 5 with 1, and I'm going to set another one. Let me see if we can go up that high. I mean, if we're going to go that low. Let me see if they're going to take my order at that low, because the order's all the way at 580. Can I get 5? Can we push? Come on, sellers. Come on, sellers, because I'm not going to you. You going to me. You coming to me. Go back up. Go back up. Come on. Yeah, right here, 512. And that's what I'm saying. Those bears have to move in, especially if we don't catch it on this candle, Queen, because that 180 chart that I have, after this candle closed out at 1, the next candle is going to open up at 1, because these candles are 12-hour candles. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, as this red candle here is forming on my chart, let me bring it up just a little bit. Apologize. So pretty much, this is the game plan. This is the game plan. This is what I want done. So if the game plan, see, these are 1 o'clock candles. I want this one to finish at 1 underneath 512.50, because therefore now that's going to turn into resistance, because now the new 1 o'clock candle is going to open up underneath 512, which is going to hold up as a ceiling instead of a floor. It's going to avoid it from bouncing, right? So you see how we came down, we bounced on up. I want the next 1 o'clock candle that's going to be coming in soon to come in underneath 512, which is going to add to more resistance and a push on down. That's what I want. I want them bears to slaughter the crap out of. Yep, because I think we're going down this. I've told you, 508. I'm still shooting for 508. I don't care what nobody say. I am aiming for 508. Say what you want, think what you want. 508 is what I'm calling. I see an inverse cup and handle pattern. I see that setting up. I do see further downsides past 512 down to 510 to where 508.50. So I still see it. I still see it. I'm going to take it. Again, I could be right. I could be wrong. I mean, I just have to take a chance on it. Because, again, now we underneath 512.50. Now that's resistance. We didn't bounce on 512.50. We got rejected. We underneath it. So we lost that floor, right, down to 512. Now you're only 50 cents above your head from 512 to 512.50. So now that you got rejected, boom, come back on down to 512, lose 512, back to the 511s. So that's what I see. I'm just going to be honest with you. That is what I see. I'm going to keep my eyes peeled though. Let's see how high we go. Going back to 512.50. Let's see. But I do see the bottom too, Queen. I mean, 512 is definitely support. But I definitely want to see what's going to happen now, because it's getting weaker and weaker, and it's more bearish and more bearish. And again, everything is setting up bearishly. You know, your patterns. Yeah, but inverted cup and handle. Your indicators are moving down. You're underneath VWAP. You're losing flooring, you know, from the 514s, down to the 512s. Everything is still pointing down. The market is red. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, everything is pointing down. So I'm just letting everything play itself out right now. So that's all I'm doing. I mean, yeah, we're going to catch some bounce around 512, but I still think it's going to fall overall. So I'm definitely, because if you think about it, we already caught the breakout yesterday from 512 to 514, and then we ran up to 518. We already got the breakout. Now we're reversing the other way. We already got the breakout this way. So that's why I'm aiming for the downside, since the breakout has already happened from this channel to this channel, which was yesterday, which is probably why I went on that spike. I guess for buyers to get whatever they could before Friday, and now they're giving it back to the sellers, which is they're trying to pull it back down. So I just think so. I just think it's aiming for that, aiming for 508. I'm sticking to it. I'm not changing my mind. I'm not changing my mind. I say 5. I'm still aiming for 508. That's just me. I'm aiming for 508 still. I'm not changing my mind. You can't pay me to do it. I'm just saying, my mind's made up. 508.50 is what I want. 508.50, team, is what your boy wants. What was the low on this candle? Oh, I didn't even go all the way down to my entry. You look dirty, somebody. I had it set for 550. Oh, come on, man. It missed me by 10 cents. Oh, you dirty. Ah, come on, man. I told you 512.50. I told you. Come on, Queen. 512.50. I told you the target. The intended target is 508.50. From 512 to 508.50, that's a $4 drop. I know where it's trying to go. It's going to try to bounce off of 512 again unless you crack hard. It's going to try to bounce one more time, and then we're going to lose 512 because look how weak it's getting. And then we're going back down to the 511s, 510s, the 508s. And I'm sticking to my game plan, and I am not changing it. So, with that being said, let's drop the beat. Go ahead, Queen, drop the beat. Beatbox or something, I don't know. What it was like, mustard on the beat, Queenie on the beat. We're going to start a new one. Queenie on the beat. So we're going to get a nice little bounce back up on up because of 512, but I think 512 is about to go. I'm just going to be honest. I think 512 is about to go. It's going to get another little push on up. We already know what you're going to do. And how many minutes we got left before the next counter comes? In 30 minutes. And you close it underneath 512.50. That's even better because that's going to be resistance. Because that means now when that next counter comes, boom, get hit. And then you got room to fall all the way back down to that green trend line. Because you can see every time you fall back down to that green trend line, then you get that nice little move back on up. Boom, there it is. So this candle could actually pull it back down to all the way down to 508.12. And then 1 o'clock, that other one could be the bounce candle. So this one could be the rejection candle all the way down to 508. And the next one could be the bounce off of 508. That's another way it can set up. So right now, again, we're about to lose 512. That bad boy is coming. So team, get ready. I'm just letting you know what's about to happen. I done called it out all freaking day. I'm still not I'm telling you, 512, 508.50, I'm not taking my mind off of that target. You can't force me to do it, and I ain't gonna do it. 512.50 is what I'm sticking with. I'm gonna be a 512 killer. 508 killer. So, yeah, we're going to bounce back and forth. I already know. But I'm still thinking 508. I'm still not taking myself for 508. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Nope. You got me in? Oh, crap. I didn't went in on accident. It's dropping, and it's dropping. And I got in on accident. I was trying to set it up, and then I'm up. That was an accident. I'm up right now. Keep going. Because I wanted to add more. Because what was my entry? 516. Because that bad boy just kept pushing. Ooh! Keep it on watch. I know it's going to be a lot of up and down. I was trying to go in with more shares, but it took my other contract. It's like shit. I mean, shucks. Apologize. Well, it's going to be a lot up and down, but I told you, my intended target is 508. I'm telling you, 508, I'm just sticking to it. I'm not letting that 508 mark go. I'm not. Because you could definitely see that you still got another leg, like another leg wants to form underneath 512 now. So I'm just keep my eyes peeled on it. I'm telling you, 508.50, that is my target. I'm not changing it. So, again, we may get a little pop back on up, but I'm still aiming for 508. I'm not changing. Here we go. Let's see. Keep my eyes peeled. Because, I mean, that does still look like an H pattern setting up. I still see weakness underneath this 512, where bears can still start to slowly move in and push down to 511. We look like we're just doing now. So you got to be patient. You got to sit on it. You just be patient. Have a trade plan. There you go. I told you. Why I got to lie? What I got to lie for? And that is quickly how you make money right there. Boom. Like that. Boom. That's how you make money, baby. You gotta play the chart. You gotta play the chart patterns. That's how you play the play. That's how you play it. In and out, baby. In and out. Made my little move quickly. Boom! That's how you profit. I didn't even stay in for long. All right, let me see. I'm gonna go for another trade. So that was another green. So I'm up now. So I'm what, 26 and 6? Yeah, it was, but I'm scalping. I'm scalping as we go. I'm scalping because I'm getting in on another one. Because I'm just taking every little thing I can get. It's a Friday, so I'm gonna get back in again. Because I mean, until we get down to 508.50, I'm just scalping. I'm gonna scalp the crap out of it. I want to get in at least one since I've been sitting here all freaking day. So that's one. So I'm gonna wait for it to go back up because now we're underneath 512 again. We still got room to fall to 508. So I told y'all, there we go, 511. Boom, about to take another one. I'm just scalping every drop. I told you. Oh man. Look at that. Ain't that sexy? Who called it? Who called it? Who been calling this play? Hey, engineer, who called it? Marty, Coldplay? What targets did I call out? I got it right here in white. 508. Boom. Look at that. Let me see if it's going to fall to my letters. Let me see if it's going to fall to my letters. To the T. Oh, shout out to you, Queen. I'm about to soon head out too, man. It is a Friday, man, and I don't want to stand here. I want to keep this. I want to watch this, though. I want to see if it's going to go down to my target. I'm going to put it right where my letters are. Target. Oh, I can't move it, huh? Oh, never mind. Let me see. Get it right. I want to put it on the T. I want it to fall right on that T. On the target. On it. Let me see if it's going to get it. Let me see if it's going to get it. I want it to fall on my target. On the word target. Yeah, but team, I'm about to soon head out, team, because today is Friday, and I gotta go pick up my little ones too, man. Somebody be soon heading on out. Me too, team, and shout out to you too, Nuno. I'm about to soon be heading on out myself. Still gonna keep on watch for that 508 drop. Anything on SMCI? Did you go up to my target that I want? I'm gonna get in on you on the swing. That could be another play. Shoot. Oh, how high did it go? 512. Oh, come on, SMCI. My target was at 915. Come on. Don't do this. SMCI, please, man. You shorted me by $3. That's what we doing? Or $2.50. You was almost to my mark, to my entry. Come on. Because I want to ride you on down for that. Pause. I want to ride this stock on down for the drop of 900 on down to the 800s. Come on, man. Give me another. Damn it, man. I think I missed it. It didn't go all the way to my mark. It went up to 512. That's the furthest it went. Come on. That sucked. It didn't even give me what I wanted. Wow. That's what we doing? Now you're back under the VWAP. So now that means what is going to be resistance now since we're back under the VWAP. 512 got rejected. VWAP is lining up around what? 507-ish? 506, 507? Yeah, 506.50, something like that. I ain't gonna lie, engineer, I might use your the price level you called. No, well, you said that on NVIDIA. It might work on my SMCI because I think you called out with 904.50 on NVIDIA. I might use that same price point for SMCI. I might use that. That could work. Your entry that you brought up could actually be genius. So 504.50. It goes back on up. 504.50. Because we still downtrending. Still downtrending. Man, I just didn't get... Man, Coldplay, man, they didn't give me what I wanted, man. I had my line right at 519, man. It went up to 512.50. It shorted me by damn near $2.50. Like, come on, man. I was sitting here waiting on this whole 15 so I can get in and ride it out until next week, and it just did not Man, it played me again. Coldplay, I'm starting to hate SMCI. I'm seriously starting to hate it. I was starting to hate it. Yesterday, it didn't give me my 960. Today, it didn't give me, not even 915. It just do not like me. I mean, you had a nice move for a rotation back up to 915, and it went up as far as 1215. Yeah, they got me. It just don't like me. I mean, I have to face facts with facts that I think SMCI hates me. I really think it don't like me. That's cool though. That's cool. I see how it is. That's okay. I mean, I can still grab. Don't get me wrong. I can still grab 910. 910 is still around the corner. I can still do that. What you got? Puts at 6. They are now 7. Again, I mean, I can still grab 910 for the move back down to 900. I can still do that. That's still a possibility. Because that'll be close to your nexus area. Right here where you ran on up. 910 came back on down. And now we're underneath that area, starting to get a little weak. I could do that. But as the stock stays flat, they keep going. Oh, that is true. But okay, I see what you're saying, boss. The only thing that I was going with when it came down to SMCI, shout out to Herb Sewell.
Herb Sewell is now following on Twitch.
Shout out to you, boss. Appreciate you. Thank you. God bless, man. Hope you have a blessed weekend. Coldplay. See, I was going off of my chart pattern. See, my chart pattern I had set up was a downtrend. You hit the downtrend, you fall. You hit, you fall. You hit, you fall. You hit, you fall.
No doubt.
Appreciate you, boss. Thank you. But yeah, as you can see that downtrend still setting up. It's going down, 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 down. See, that's why I wanted that 960. So I was anticipating for it to go up towards that area here, which was around 960, and then reverse on down. But we got stuffed at 940. So that's the only issue I was having. See, this is what I wanted yesterday. I wanted, matter of fact, let me take this one off real quick. Let me take these off. Let me take this off. Let me take all of this off since I ain't using it right now no more anyway. And I'm going to use this red one and put for a 960. See, this is what I want yesterday, boss. See, I wanted it after it bounced on up. My goal was to get up to 960 because 960 was lining right with that trend line. And you know how every time you hit the trend line, you get a nice pullback. Trend line, pullback. Trend line, pullback. So yesterday I was anticipating 960 to hit the trend line and then pull back down. But I didn't get it. So that messed me up. So we are still on a downtrend though. I'm like I said, I understand what you're saying, boss, but we are still on this downtrend setup. See, all we have to do is take out 900. You take out 900, the next area is not 860. You take out 860, that's it. I mean, you'll start to fall. So we go over, let's see. The next area after 860 going down will be 800 itself. See that? See, we have your massive bounces. 800 was that massive bounce. So you had a bounce here, 860, which we caught that. So we go back this way, going down this way. Yeah, 860 will be, once you lose 900, and then you fall from that, the next area will be 800. You fall from 800, the next move will be 700. So, as you notice, we're going down. So it's like, if you notice the mountaintops is getting lower. So you had this high mountaintop, this high top. Now your tops are getting lower. You're making lower highs going this way. So that's why I'm anticipating hit and fall and continue that downtrend, that descending wedge, possible descending wedge, where we can lose 900, 960, back down to 800. Because you're not too far from 800. You're not too far from reversing back on down towards that 800 mark. So that's what I'm anticipating. Yeah, so that's the reason why, and and seeing like, man, we're getting weak now, and it keeps missing my entry every single freaking time. It's like I can never get it. I had an entry at 115. We went as far as 912. Yesterday I had my entry set for 960. We went as far as 940. So the only area as we are going slowly moving down is, because if you notice, we're losing value. So we went from having value of 925 down to 915, down to 912.50. So if you notice, the prices are losing. So the next area after that 912 should be 910. So that should be the next attempt where you hit 910 for the reverse on down. So I could jump in around 910-ish, because look at that red candle. Red solid candle. Strong solid candle. So especially Coldplay, off of that 12-hour candle, which it closes at 1, what will make it even sweeter, if we could close this candle out, that red candle, right before 1 o'clock, underneath 900. Because once the new 1 o'clock candle comes in, it's going to open up underneath 900 itself, making 900 resistance. So right now we're on top of it. So what I would want this candle to do and how I would want this candle to finish is underneath 900. So I want this candle to still pull down, but close underneath 900. And as the new candle opens up in, it's running right into a ceiling. AK-47, I see you. That is my brother from another mother who I love to death. Oh, look at his setup. That's what I'm talking about. I told y'all, look, watch. I already posted in his chat. I'm telling you what AK about to do. Watch. Let me show you what AK about to do.
Support by following Jtrix on all platforms. Link.
AK in his room. This is what he about to do. Bloop. Shout out though, but I'm glad you made it, boss. I'm glad you made it, man. Definitely kept all of y'all guys in prayer, and I also pray for y'all to have a safe return back too, man. Can't wait to have y'all back into the chat, man. Have some fun for us, man. Knock it out the park. I'm gonna hold it down for you though. I got you. It's a Friday, and I know you setting up. I got you, boss. I got you. I've been calling out everything. So far, so good. So you know I got you. You know I got you, man. Ooh, where we at? Uh-oh. Is it to my mark yet? Nope, not yet. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Wait a minute. Almost to my target. Almost to my target. Let me put my little line back. Look, the T. It's going to fall back down to my target. Almost there. $2 more. 508. I called it. 508, baby. I called it out. Down to my target. But, yeah, I'm glad that you made it in, boss. So glad everybody made it in safe. Can't wait to have y'all back in chat in the lobby after y'all celebrations, getting drunk. Cause I know you bought a bag of Sprouts in your suitcase, potted with some ribs. Oh, I know AK about to eat some ribs over there. I ain't stupid. I know how he eat. He's Southern. AK about to eat some ribs over there. I guarantee you that is. I called it. AK, I've been calling it. Look where my target at. I've been calling 508.50 for like a week straight. Look, I never changed my target. I told y'all. 508.50. Give me that, man. Come on now. I told you I was going back to 508.50. I've been calling this for like a whole week. And why did and I'm going to explain to AK why I called it out. And I'm going to explain to AK because I don't know about if he was here when I explained it. I called out 508. The reason why I called out 508 is because 508 was the area that took you off into the teen areas anyway. You bounced off of 508. You go up into the teens, from the 10s on up. 508 is a strong support line where you can blast yourself on up. Strong support. Now that we're rotating, where are we going? Back down to the main support, which is 508.50. So, as you can see, I called it. $2 more and it's going on my target because I want to get off, but I want to try to hold off to see if it's going to hit my target. Then I can be like, in my Joe Coy face, I told you. I told you. I should have stayed in. I ain't gonna lie, Marty. I should have stayed in my damn stock. I definitely would have been up higher. I mean, I just got it. Like I said, I got in and out because it was a Friday. But I did make a trade on it. I got in and got out. I made a quick 200. I was gonna try to go in for possible 600. I was gonna try to make 800 before I roll out, but shoot, it's gonna be late now because we're already away from 512, so that ain't gonna happen. So I still got a target set up, 508. I'm still sitting here waiting on it to hit my target because I still think we got room to fall to 508. 508. I told you, team. Okay, Coldplay. I think Active was on here too. Active, Engineer. Who else was in here? Not just Coldplay. Who else I was talking to? I'm trying to. Gert, Marty. What did I tell y'all that the market might do? And I'm not just talking about fall, but the way that I explained it. What did I tell you the market was gonna do? It started with an R. It started with an R. Let me see if y'all was paying close attention to what I said. What did I say the market was gonna do? Starts with an R. What did I tell you it was gonna do? Exactly. Thank you, Golden. Rotate. I told you. I told you exactly what it was gonna do. I told you it was gonna rotate to the downside because we already rotated to the upside. So if you notice, let me go back to it. Boom. Yesterday we already rotated up out of this channel already. We rotated on the upside. So now you're rotating on the downside, as I told y'all, to 50850 back on up to that channel again. So I told y'all what was gonna happen. I told you. Because I told you that arc told me everything I needed to know. So when I see that arc pattern, because normally you'll do a U shape. So if you put two days together, like you put a Wednesday and a Thursday or Thursday and a Friday together, what do you normally do? You know, if you are going to move on up, you U shape back on up. You U shape. We didn't have that going here. We had an arc. So that let me know we was going to be coming down for a rotation to where? 50850 for the possible bounce and rotation back up to the channel of 514 to 51250. So I explained it. Why can I have my bragging rights? I mean, my little bragging time. You do it active. I don't knock you and you brag. Cause you be like, who told y'all this? Who? Let me see. I can't make my active voice. I can't do it. Let me see. I'm trying to act like active. I gotta get my voice. Let me see how I can do this. I'm trying to do it. Hold on, I'm laughing. You know, Deck always talking about, you know, AK-47, you know, and, you know, in my back, and, and I got the target set up for, you know, this specific number, you know, I don't really want to talk a lot of politics, you know, Joe Biden, you know, Trump. I quit. I'm messing with Actor, man. I love Actor to death. I don't want him to attack me. I told y'all the rotation was coming. I told y'all. I called out the rotate team. Tradecaster, YouTube. I know he suck. I don't even know why they even put him in. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know why the hell they put him in office. I do agree with you that I do agree. YouTube, did not call out the rotation. Coldplay, Marty, did not call out the rotation though? I told y'all what could possibly happen, that rotation, that arc, cup and handle pattern, an inverse cup and handle pattern. I called it. Look where we at. 5-10-50. We almost to my target. I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait it. Call the next play. I did call the next play. Okay. Next play. Oh, you talking about for today or going into the next week? Going into next week? What you mean? See, okay. This is my prediction. I'm not saying it's gonna happen. Prediction. Okay. This is what I'm predicting going into next week. For now, okay. 508.50. It's gonna find that support and then go back up. I can tell you that. So right now, okay. Because right now this is my 180 chart here, boss. Act. So here, this is what I'm anticipating was gonna happen. I'm anticipating here, as you can see here, let me shrink it out just a little bit. Go back. If you notice, every time we have a nice solid sell-off, we have a green candle following. So right now you have a sell-off going on, because these are 12-hour candles from 1 a.m., 1 p.m., 1 p.m., 1 a.m., right? So this candle here is going to be closing out in about 9 minutes. So I'm anticipating a pull back down towards the 510, 508, because that's what his strong support is. For this candle to close on out around this level, as you can see this trend line, my downtrend, because you can see right here, you hit on up, you come on down. You run up, you come on down, you run up, you come on down. Every time you're on the green line, you bounce. So we already hit the resistance. Where's the next area we're trying to go down to? Boom, there's green trend line. Where's that green trend line lining up around? 508.50. So all I'm doing is waiting for a pullback down, for a possible bounce right back on up, right back into that channel. All it's gonna do is rotate right back into that 512, 514 if those buyers are still in for today. So I'm expecting a rotation, pretty much, with all that being said. So what I'm expecting is this. I'm expecting this to happen, Act, I'm sorry. I'm expecting once we rotate down out of that channel 514, 512, I'm expecting a drop all the way back down towards that 508.50 level for the rotation right back into this channel. Consolidation for a nice probably move back on up. So that's what I'm anticipating. I'm anticipating a move down to 508, find some support, rotate itself right back into that old channel of 514, 512.50. Hold that key level for Monday for a possible run back on up for that rotation towards the 518s to 520s. So it's basically going to rotate out of the channel, back in that channel, on up to this top channel. So that's what I'm anticipating. So I'm just waiting on the drop to finish, but man, we may get it, we may not, but I came close. So I was close. I mean, I was $2 off if we don't get it. I'm just saying. So I was anticipating 508, 508.50. I mean, hell, look how close I came on my prediction. Look how close I was, man. Look at this. Look at this. The lowest we came down was what? 510. You might as well say 510.50. So I had what? 508.50. Look how close my prediction was, team. Come on, man. Look how close it was. I told you we was going to see a rotation out of that channel because we already rotated on the upper portion of the channel. We rotated on the upside of the channel. Now it's time for us to rotate on the downside of the channel. So that's all it's going to do. It's just going to rotate up, rotate down, and then rotate right back on up into that channel of 512.50, 514. So it's all it's doing is going to rotate. So the areas that I'm expecting as far as support will be around that 508.50. I'm still waiting on it. I still think we're still gonna go down to 508.50. I'm still anticipating that fall. It's coming. It's coming. I'm trying to see if we're gonna get it before that next candle come. Cause I mean the next candle can finish it on down, or the next candle can be your rebound. So that's why I want to try to see how this candle is gonna finish out. Because this candle closes out at 1 o'clock and your new candle comes in at 1. So I want to see where we close out with this one and where we're going to open up with the new one. I was anticipating for this one to go all the way down to 508, close out, and then have the new one come in, bounce off of 508 for the reversal back on up. So I am anticipating for something to happen around that as 1 o'clock is approaching. Well, like I said, the lowest we had was 510.48. So I was $2 off from my target. $2 off so far, but look like it still want to still fall. And still stand up like it's one. I still don't see no bounce. So he still may come on down. Yeah, that's the yeah. So that is okay. This is your first leg. So this is the first leg down here. So we're gonna have another leg build up. Okay, so you're gonna have your little slight bounce for another pop on up, and then your next leg should be the drop. So keep this on watch. This is your first leg. You normally have a 2-legged pullback. So right now, this is your first leg. Now wait for the second leg, because normally your second leg is the deeper pullback. You'll sometimes start off with a slight pullback, going into a deep pullback. So right here's your first leg, because you found your bounce, you found your low. Boom, first leg pullback. Now what you want to do as it goes up is wait for the second leg pullback, which might be a deeper drop than this first one. So definitely keep that on watch. Keep it on watch. Because I'm still anticipating 508.50. I'm telling you. I'm not letting that number go. I'm not letting it go until we hit it, man. And I think we're going to hit it today. Because this bad boy is dropping. The market is still weak. The only thing in green is Apple. I still think that drop is coming. 508. I'm telling you. I'm sticking with it. I mean, I know I'm going to be leaving soon, but again, I just want to see if my prediction is going to happen. Again, I'm seeing a rotation. So far, my prediction, I'm seeing a rotation out of this channel on down around 508, rebound off of 508, come back on up and rotate right back into this channel of 514.50, 512.50. So that's my prediction. It may happen, it may not. I don't know. Oh, Coldplay, I'm so glad you reminded me of that. I took my eyes off of that. Still going sideways. Okay, still nothing. Because I want to go in for a swing trade on SMCI, but it never went to my mark. That's why I'm not chasing it. I mean, it could drop lower. If it does, oh well, it is what it is. You know me, I don't chase. It just never gave me my 915, so that's why I didn't chase it. But yeah, team, I'm about to soon be heading out of here soon. But definitely keep on watch for the. I'm still anticipating 508. I'm just saying 508.50. I'm still anticipating it. So we do have our 1 o'clock counter coming in 4 minutes. But team, I do have to make a few runs real quick. So we about to be heading up into the lobby and doing what it do. So let's go ahead and head on home and get prepared for the weekend. Let's go. All right. But man, shout out to everybody who did make a trade. I mean, I made a quick scout, but I did call out my play. I mean, I talked about it, and I told you the game plan that I wanted, even though we didn't go all the way to 508 yet, which I still think that we're going to hit 508 still. I still think we're going to hit it. So, again, the way that I'm predicting as of now, because I know me and Acton were just talking about it, I still think that we're already rotating out of that channel 512, 514, right? I still think we still have room to fall down to the areas of 508.50 to find for the market to find some common ground, reverse from that 508.50 and go right back into that channel of 512 to 514. That's just my prediction going into next week. So, but about to be wrapping everything up, team. I made a quick little profit, good to go. But I will be setting myself up to see what's coming up next. So so far my alerts, I'm good on it. As far as my trades, I am up 26 trades, 26 wins versus 6 losses. So I'm doing hella good to say. I mean, I'm knocking this out the park, and not just that. I've been calling out my alerts. I've been breaking everything down to a science and whatnot. And again, if you need me to do any further breakdowns with any type of stock, do feel free to join my Patreon where we can have a little one-on-one session. I'm already doing that with one person and we're knocking that out the park. So this week I'll be doing a one-on-one. Jerhoff, let me know when he might not be on here, but I'm going to get with him to let him know I'm going to be doing my sessions this week so we can break down further details on, what we're looking at, how we're going to prepare ourselves for next week. So, matter of fact, I don't think it was no major news. Shoot, that's what I forgot to do. Forgot to bring up the. I'm gonna post it in the chat to let y'all know what to look for next week. But don't forget, we are in April. We do have earnings coming up this month. Let me bring up what earnings do we got coming out. We do have earnings. You said, dang, it fell again. I'm not gonna even. I'm not gonna chase behind this damn thing. Let me go back to my thing real quick. Patreon. Where's my charts? Here we go. Earnings charts. So for April, we will have Microsoft, which is April 23rd. Meta, we're going to have, which will be April 24th. And Amazon, we will have April 25th. So do be on lookout, team, for Amazon, Meta, and Microsoft. Those are going to be the first earnings that we're going to be looking towards. And as far as Nvidia and them, that'll be May. Yeah. And also Tesla. I'm sorry. Tesla will be April. Matter of fact, that's next week. April 17th. Oh, shoot. Yeah, Tesla's going to be next week. Tesla's going to be next Wednesday. I'll post it in the chat for you guys. But yeah, Tesla's going to be next week on the 17th. That's going to be the earnings day for Tesla. Other than that, as far as Apple and Nvidia, that'll be in May. But do be on the lookout for Tesla. That'll be next week. I forgot to bring that up, but I will be posting it to remind you guys. But yeah. Again, shout out to everybody who profited today. Shout out to those who sat on their hands, waited for the trading opportunities, who didn't force a trade. Sticking to your game plans, not catching FOMO and whatnot. But I do hope and pray that everybody have a blessed weekend, happy weekend. I know, boss, I'm still watching it because I told you I'm still anticipating 508.50. Still on watch for that. But, and while I do have everybody on here, do feel free, do your boy a solid. Subscribe, follow, hit the like button, leave a comment, share, just to show me some love, man. Because I show y'all love by putting money in y'all pockets. I don't charge anything other than, extra lessons that I do give over the weekends. That's on my Patreon. But other than that, I give y'all some golden details for you and your trading. So to put money in your pockets, and I don't even charge y'all on anything. I'll put money in your pockets. So again, just show some love. Like, comment, share, subscribe, follow, whatever you can do to show your boy some support, some love. So I'll be greatly appreciated. But before I do head up out of here, you already know what I'm gonna say before I roll out. Minimize your reward. I'm sorry, minimize your reward, Jesus. Maximize your reward. Minimize your risk. Always put grateful over greed, and you will succeed every single time. Till then, team, I will be jumping back on next Monday, and again, do be looking out for Tesla's earnings. So, I gotta run some errands active, and I gotta get my kids today. So, yeah, gotta leave a little early. But shout out to everybody, man. And again, I will be back Monday, knocking everything out. And again, do keep your eyes, keep your ears and eyes posted. Oh, we drop into a lower level. Drop into we will be having Tesla earnings coming out Wednesday. But I will remind you guys of that. So till then, hope everybody have a blessed weekend, man. You stay blessed up. Peace.